My
That's what.
sometimes my conspiracy theories make sense if you think about it for more than 5 minutes and you connect dots that aren't there. That's why I have to use a whiteboard so people can understand what I'm saying. I'm saying she told us her play when she made that story up, or where she talked about the lover boy TKO situation. She told
Mhm.
us our play. She kept on reiterating, I was 21. I was 21. Now she's like, I'm 20. I'm 26. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I go to people's homes and the blah blah blah. She always falls back on her age, falls back on the lack of wisdom, and or she's always like, oh, people always think I'm older, but maybe she just always is putting, oh my goodness, if you saw this woman in that badonk.
Yeah, Mariah.
No, seriously, she's like walking. It's Sunday,
Yo,
y'all.
remove the glasses and everything. Like, you got good luck. Let me see. Let me see.
That's right, Lee. That's right, Leola.
Hang on. Hang
Is she
on.
trying to show us?
She about to show us. Hold on. Let's see. Oh no, she's too far. Oh wow, I can kind of see it from the side. Okay, respectfully. Yeah,
Ooh,
I see what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ooh,
You're right.
ooh.
You're right.
Pride. Happy Pride.
Mhm.
Be who
She
you
looked right at me
are
too.
for your pride.
That badonk.
You're
Jeez.
right. I retract my statement.
And it's real. Cause it's like moving and everything the way it's supposed to. Ah, goodness.
Not you pay attention to the movements, Mariah.
Man, nowadays it matters.
What's up, baby?
Hot. She had a strapless top on.
No, I like those shades.
Thank you. You can't have them.
I don't want those ones.
Oh wait, AP, you know about being part of a cult. What do you think about the rose?
Hella funny.
What do you
What
think
cult was
about?
I a part of?
I don't know, but what do you think
Yeah.
about what I said about Rose using that therapist as a mark and only to get close in with to get all of Trina's information?
I didn't hear you say that yet. You said that?
Well, now I said it.
I think. Hold on.
I'm dying because I'm trying to figure out what you just be coming in hot. Okay, my bad.
Who, me? Oh, it's because AP is like, her passion is on 10, so she can handle it.
Okay. Well,
Because it's me.
okay.
No,
You
Okay.
didn't. You didn't
I
even say
don't
hi to
know.
her.
Honestly, I'm a little. I don't pay attention. Like, it's probably like to that extent to know that because I don't follow that therapist like that. I've only, you know what I'm saying, with the Trina shit. Like, that's the only thing that I followed with that because that was a whole thing. But I never knew Rosé's thing was that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I would say it's an option. Like I said, I
Well,
guess.
did you see the lives where she was talking about this guy named Loverboy and this other guy named TKO, and how she like went down deep because she wanted to save some women, but she
No.
need
What the fuck?
oh goodness. And y'all know I paraphrase stories and people are gonna say Leo is a liar because of how I paraphrase them. I can't tell this story.
What the fuck? Let me catch it on the blog. Is it on the blog?
I
It's
don't
on
know,
YouTube.
but you know how long she talks.
The live is on YouTube. She was talking about Nature Boy and TKO, something like that.
Yeah, so they mentioned it over. I was in live. I was in somebody else's live just a minute ago. So they had mentioned it, but I didn't hear because I don't. You know, she unmutualed me, so I know she's tight. Anyways, but I don't know. I didn't know nothing about that. I guess I gotta look at that shit. As far as her and that therapist, I mean, shit. I can't say that it's not wrong. I can't say that you're not towards the right answer or area because the cards is looking stacked against Rose, looking like opportunities. I don't know.
Because I mean, listen, as a person with means, I understand how you can like use money to like get people to like you. Like I get it. But you don't was someone, if that's what you're doing, you're not supposed to let people know that you're using someone just for their money.
Right.
Because as soon as you
So
do
it
that,
seemed like an amateur move from your perspective. It was very amateur of her to do that.
on both sides, it was amateur for that therapist to lead with her money, which she has been doing a lot, and that's why I kind of don't trust her, because I just know how that can be used as power.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rose is so stupid to have said that out loud and then talked about her looks, and then on top of that been bragging about the fact that, yeah, a lot of women like me, but
Right.
to me it's like, so are you just playing on those women who might find you attractive because of your broad shoulders?
What? Oh, Leola.
Is that mean? Wait, is that mean? Because like people love broad
Obi
shoulders.
dropping. I like Obi. Get your ass back up.
Obi's dropped. I hate Obi, bro. Obi, you
Yeah.
are don't you really? Obi.
Because I do the most. I get people in trouble, y'all. I'm so sorry. My bad. But it's AP's fault.
Obi, don't do us like this. Don't do me like this, Obi. Come on now.
Tell
You
Leola
know-
not to do us like this. She literally.
I'm
trying to
sorry.
get red.
All right,
I'm so
Leola, all
sorry.
right. So
But
you're pretty.
isn't wrong? But it's wrong, right? To like lead women on.
Yeah, I said that in the other live. I did say that. I said it's not right to lead somebody on if you know that they have those feelings against you. Oh, thank you for the gift, whoever did that.
Oh yeah, thank y'all. Although
Thank you
it's
so much for the rose.
I did say that. I said it was wrong to if you know that. There's no reason why we should be here with the whole car situation. You know what I'm saying, or the trip situation. Like that should
none of that. Yeah, none of that matters. Like to me, she effed up the moment that she decided, oh, I'm just going to use this as an opportunity. And then she made that woman, she gaslit her to actually think of like, it's all my fault. And y'all, did y'all hear? She still hasn't apologized.
Yeah, at first I thought I was feeling bad for Rose because she was in that situation and wanted to leave and get out of it. But then now I'm like, Rose. I think it's both. It's both sides. Both of them messed up. Both of them messed up. So I don't even know what to say at this point. They should just part ways, block each other, leave it at that so it don't have to keep lingering. They shouldn't have to just continue this back and forth. It should be pretty much a wrap right now.
But then again, don't you think that we throw away friendships or what could be friendships so easily, and that we don't take certain things as a learning experience?
True. What would you propose what would you suggest in an ideal like what would you suggest they both do?
First of all, I need that therapist to stop giving people her money. Don't give them money. No cash apps. No.
Which
no
she did say she was going to stop doing. She did proclaim that a minute ago in her live. She said she's going to stop. She's only supporting her subscribers, people that are subscribed to her. She's only promoting businesses of people that are subscribed to her. She's only giving away money from people that are subscribed to her. She said,
yeah, I wouldn't even do that because subscriptions can go as low as $2.99. So I just would make people earn that title of being my friend, earn it. But I think it's a learning experience. I don't think she should just throw Rose away. I think she has the time to like sit there and think, well, there are the Roses in the world. They can't we shouldn't just throw them away. We should teach them like how to stop being users and how to have some accountability. So I think that they can somehow establish a friendship, but being honest, both of them being honest about what their intentions are, about being friends, what friendship looks like for both of them. And then Rose, that's what I would do if I was that therapist. And I would stop telling her I would stop telling her my business, because she can hold that over her head. And then with Rose, she needs to grow up. Like, no, B, you can rent a car. You officially can rent a car. You live with your mom because you're going back to school. Great, awesome. You're very sheltered. Again, nothing wrong with that. But you need to start establishing some boundaries on what you say online and how you're going to be a better person, to where everyone doesn't look at you like you're dramatic. So because what's going to happen is and God forbid, something really stupid, or really, well, stupid because of social media, but something's really going to happen. She's going to come and talk online, and everyone's going to be like, well, let's peel back the layers because this girl is so dramatic.
Yeah.
And that's coming from someone who everyone calls a liar, even though I'm always telling the truth. So I'm just saying, like, she needs to kind of work that out on what she wants to be. You want to lean into your drama, lean into it, but expect that people are never going to believe you. Is that what you want? Or you just want to make money on the app? Like, figure that out, because you just it needs to level out.
Right.
But I feel bad for that therapist, but because this is embarrassing. She got humiliated by a 26-year-old who lives at home.
Oh God, Leola.
Wait, am I not allowed to say those things?
It just sounds horrible. We already kind of feel bad for the cookies. You saying is like, damn.
Whoops, I didn't mean to.
You know what it is? It does seem like shots fired. Thank y'all so much for the taps. I'm just trying to get to 25K is the next goal. I appreciate y'all tapping the screen to protect the live so I don't go down bad like Bella did today. Okay.
Bella.
Yo, there's so many. Yo, today was not a good day for people. It was not. It's not a good day for people. I don't even know what to say behind this. I gotta process this information, Leola. It's you process it quicker, because
Oh, you have to process things?
Yeah, like this is I gotta process this shit, because one, that was my live they record that they played. You know what I'm saying? That shit where Rose was talking shit, like.
Oh yeah, I was there, but I thought everyone was being jokey.
We were. That was the vibe of the live. It really was. But did we know that it was gonna be replayed at this point in time to make it, you know what I'm saying, make shit worse? It's like, that's why I wish Rose would have stopped fucking with the girl. Like, god damn, stand on that. Like, stop. Like,
What do you mean stand on that? Explain it.
because when she was talking shit at the time, it seemed like she made a decision in her mind to keep her at a distance. But the fact that since then it's been this back and forth dance of, you want to fuck with her, but then you don't, but then you do, but then you don't, but then you do, but then you don't, but then you know what I'm saying? Like, which is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you going on trips, like, you know what I'm saying? You keeping it in 4K, but then like, make up your mind. It seems like it makes Rose look like very indecisive as far as what she's been trying to do with that therapist. She doesn't look any better. It's like, what was you trying to do? You know what I'm saying?
Get that money. Wait, since it was a jokey live, and AP, since I have you here, since it was a jokey live, do you feel that she was being, do you think that she was joking, or do you think she was being serious?
I think it was 50-50. I think she was joking. I think she was, but I think she also was being accurate in, I guess, her perspective of what the situation was at the time in March with her and that therapist. I think that, and you gotta understand. So I had that live because I was trying to get a recap of what happened the previous night, because I heard a lot of shit went down. Yeah. I think at the time, it was a lot of shit with Trina going on, and people were trying to convince that therapist that Trina was, you know, a scammer, fucked up person. She wasn't trying to hear them. And I think therapist was like really trying to drag motherfuckers behind them, trying to convince her about or warn her about Trina. So I think Rose was one of those individuals. And at that time, people just couldn't understand how therapist was moving and why she was going so hard in the paint for Trina. And so when Rose and Trina were going at it, you know, I think that's when Rose said what she said, giving her perspective on therapists, because then therapists then put herself in the limelight with all that shit, dealing with Trina. That's when people, you know, she started being the talk of TikTok, with giving money and Cash App and stuff like that. So people knew she was money bags because she pretty much put herself out there like that. Now, Rose, I don't know. It kind of seemed like she was trolling that shit. Like, you know, hey, she be Cash Apping me, so I'm gonna do a little dance for her. And I want to do a little more dance for her. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know about the whole feelings and attraction shit. Like when that came out on my live for the first time, everybody was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like I didn't know how to process it then. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? It made it seem like it was one-sided. And then for that therapist to even clarify today that she doesn't want a bisexual woman, she wants a lesbian woman, you know, Rose had a different perspective in March. She was very much convinced that that is not the case. So I don't know what to think. It's a lot of variables here. I don't know if you can sort this out. You might need that motherfucking whiteboard again, Leola, when you get home.
I agree with you because I didn't know that little tidbit. It hurt. What hurt my feelings the most is when Rose said, oh, she sent me Cash App. So I was like, blah, 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 blah. And then she turned her camera on and I was like, oh.
That part. So and at the time when I heard that, I was like, wait, what happened when she turned her camera on? Because I had never seen that therapist. She wasn't camming up like that back then. I don't know when she started turning her camera on, but
Excuse me. I just want to say, you're so beautiful. You look so beautiful. Huh? I'm here.
Not Leola trying to
Oh,
bag.
thank you.
Facts.
Yo, if we could get to 30K, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping. It's helping the live. Because
She didn't
again,
have to tell me I was too, but she was just, oh.
not you trying to bag. Yo, Chasing AP. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
When
what you
change
ain't
your
know?
name? Yo, why just peep that though? When you change your name?
Yeah.
Chasing AP. Okay. Okay. All right,
Yo,
go ahead, Lee. Go ahead.
I just need the backdrop. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you get that ready, you feel me?
Got you. I got you.
No, I don't know. Leola, we need the whiteboard on this shit. I swear to God, we do. Because I need to see.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you, Rose told on herself with that TKO situation and how she maneuvered her way through that, she told on herself. Still, I don't like that therapist. Everyone knows I don't like that therapist, but no one deserves to be humiliated to that extent.
Yeah, I'm not fond. You know, I'm not fond of that therapist. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the whole buying shit and buying people, buying relationships. That's one thing I've never liked. I never respected that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't force people. You can't buy people. That's just, it doesn't work like that. Humans don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to turn out to be a really bad situation. But I thought as adults we knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
But some people who just come in, who haven't had money for a while, like if they were just coming into it, they don't know that.
Right. True.
So
I mean,
if you've always had it, then you know that people are most likely they are only tolerating you because you are going to give them stuff.
Yeah. No, I understand that. I definitely understand that. I understand that. That's not my world. I definitely am aware of it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think between me and you, Leola, we can easily sift that, those type of motherfuckers out. Like we ain't even, I think we laugh at it and just keep it moving, keep walking.
Exactly. It's just you see it and then you're like, oh,
yeah, that
cute. Sucks.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah. So, but to see it in 4K happening with other people, that's bizarre. I'm just like, what? Yeah.
But it happens a lot on this app, and like I said, I hope that therapist learns from it. But I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go see where this woman lives. So
see where a woman lives.
You trying to go see where a woman lives though?
She was because I'm looking at a house, so I'm gonna see if she's like a neighbor or something. Then I can be like, oh,
right,
we might be neighbors.
Not you trying to move into the
Right. She already making her welcoming, before she even officially.
You might have kids that are around my kids' same age. We can just be friends.
It's really nice of you, actually.
So hot. I'm telling y'all, her
Hey,
face.
Leola plays politics well, I guess,
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna drop down. You guys have fun.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Yeah, have fun, my ass. You having all the fun in the world. You know what it is? I'm just trying not to go down bad. I appreciate y'all tapping the screen. I really do. Y'all don't have to share to nobody. I don't give a damn. Chasing AP. What a
Yeah.
day today.
It's my backup, y'all. It's my backup. Follow me. Follow me.
I don't even know how to feel about none of this though.
Yo, this is a lot to process, CP. I don't fucking like this shit is like I don't even know what the fuck to I'm just like I didn't even expect I forgot all about that March live. I forgot all about that shit.
I got the recording. I want to replay it in a second.
All
What's
right,
up?
recap for Drea because I was sleeping. Why is everyone giving her like flowers like there's a funeral or something? I'm so confused.
Because remember my live back in March, like when
Who was
Rose
on your
came
live?
up. Rose was in the box. It was that live where I woke up one Saturday morning. I decided to go live and I missed whatever happened the previous night. And I was like, yo, y'all, what happened? I put in the subtitle on my live. I was like, what happened last night? I remember Genty came through. Rose was in there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that one? That's what it was. So she's hearing that live for the first time. Remember, Rose mentioned that therapist and how she had feelings for her, was attracted to her.
Okay.
That therapist never heard it. She's hearing it for the first time, like
why
today.
is that so bad?
Because she's hearing it for the first time today, and what Rose said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's what Rose said that was bad.
Yeah.
Right.
She gonna play it. CP gonna play it. Yeah, go ahead and play whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it. Hold on.
So now that it's in context, kind of like hindsight, that's why it's a big deal.
Yeah, it makes Rose look worse.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Sure do.
I was like, why is everyone like, like what the hell's going on?
Some shit you missed today, girl.
Somebody passed away. Is there a way you could put it? I feel like it's not that. I don't think the volume.
The sound quality, it needs more. It's more treble. It needs more bass. I think
more amplification, like a mic or something.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, like that. It needs to sound like that. She wasn't really rocking with her like she portrayed to is the issue. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
They disconnected.
Wait, how did the live come up though? Like, who brought the live? How did they even record? Like,
apparently it was Barb. Barb remembered the live. So
how did she remember that?
I don't know. She just remembered it, and then she remembered it being recapped on the blog, and she brought it to.
Wow.
She brought it to, but she even apologized though because she felt bad because she thought, you know what I'm saying, she didn't know that she wasn't aware of it. She was trying to bring context to the whole Rose therapist situation, so she didn't know that the girl hadn't heard it ever. You know what I'm saying?
But the chances of her finding that and all that, she had to have like searched it. Like, there's no way you would find,
Yeah, they had to go look for that shit on.
You would have to search certain words. Like, you're not gonna think like, in March AP had a live and Rose went up there.
You're not gonna remember.
Like, you're not gonna do that. So she must have searched keywords or something. Probably through the blog pages, YouTube.
Yeah, go ahead, play.
I said we cammed up how I felt, right? So don't step past that shit. I don't know nothing about that. So she cammed up and what? She cammed up and I said, oh, and then that was that. So such a wild ass fuck. And you know when niggas be like the worst you could say is I was like, oh, okay. political conversation. So I wouldn't really know where your mindset at when it comes to certain shit, right? So my space, I cultivated it so it can be a safe space for people who never felt comfortable coming up on panels and shit. They come up, right? So we be popping cherries in our live. A whole lot of people who ain't never ever decided to come up on panels, they come up and they be talking their shit, they get back down, whatever. So, fast forward, mind y'all, there are no back end conversations. The only conversation that was ever had was in the beginning. She came in my room, was like, I'm trying to fly you out, I'm trying to take you outside, and then cash that. Like, you have to take you shopping. Bitch, excuse me? You want to take me shopping? So, bitch, of course I was going to respond to him. I think anybody will respond to a DM if you get a fucking wow. Yeah. You want to take me on a shopping spree and you don't even got to be there. Bitch, who? This is when I was wife and T, Like, I'm like, damn, you finna take me on a shopping spree via FaceTime? That's crazy. Like, what the hell? Bitch, so she could possibly eat it from the bag? A bisexual woman, right? Yeah, that was it. So when do the bar tell a lie? When do the bar tell a lie, Nosy?
Now, Rose, you said when you was in this woman's face, you wanted somebody to play when you dragged her. There you go. You sat up there in 4K and told everybody you felt like this lady had feelings for you, and you played her. From the jump, you've been playing her. And not only have you been playing her, but you have been purposely trying to drive wedges between her and people that actually give a fuck about her, without her having to give anything to anybody. You are a big back triple cheeseburger eating bore who need to go back where you came from.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
You knew this girl was a kind-hearted, soft-hearted person who was new to the app and was looking to make friends on the side of social media.
Therapist is
Because
like
she already
almost
has
40.
Facebook and other platforms. You knew that. And I'm going to say what I said on the back end. You are a viper. And you seek to destroy everything that you come across. And you do it with all intention and all malice. You are wicked. To do something to somebody that has done nothing to you, but help you and support you and let you continue to make them look stupid? You wanted the proof? Big girl, you got it. Therapist, breathe, and I see nothing but love in the comments.
Wait, what did she say in that clip that was so bad? I'm so confused.
So she pretty much said that like when she actually saw what therapist looked like, she said, "Oh," like that was her reaction. Like,
Yeah, hold on, we gotta play it from the beginning because that wasn't the beginning of the blog clip. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. One second.
see if you can, because
But can there be? So she said, okay, so her reaction to seeing her was the offense at that point.
Right.
Okay.
Like her reaction, and then she apparently therapist had offered to take her shopping, like on a shopping spree, and she was like, okay, like, and she was just kind of like, I'll play along with it.
Were they together or something?
That's what I wanted to touch on.
What the?
That's trick behavior. She is the one that initiated that. She wanted to take her shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So how is she now being taken advantage of for her money?
Right.
That's not a fair statement to say. I understand, Trina has her own beef with Rose, but that's not what we just listened to.
Okay, were they friends or were they romantically involved?
It's not been. We don't know. But my thing is, so that's
therapist was interested in Rose.
That's what I keep trying to tell people when they're playing this old clip, right? Because it's back in March. At the time, what was going on was everybody. I think it was the Trina shit and the fact that therapist was enabling Trina, okay, and they felt like she was buying friendships. Do y'all remember this? Like, am I the only one that remembers this? Where people were like telling, the rumors was like she was buying relationships.
Yep.
So
I remember
that was the context of that, right? And I forget what happened the previous night, but that's why I think Rose brought that shit up about giving more context or insight into that therapist. And I don't know if they had just got into it with each other. She wasn't fucking with her at the time, which is why she said what she said. But I don't want to assume they were on good terms when Rose went up to my panel and said what she said, right? Like, I don't want to assume that. Like, I want to say that they might have been beefing a little bit or they weren't seeing eye to eye.
Right.
So it wasn't like it was just, you know, some kind of malice, you know, like, let me pick on this innocent person for no fucking reason, right? But again, I don't remember all that transpired that week. You know, we get drama that happens every fucking minute on this app, so it's hard to fucking tell what was going on at that time. But let me look for this clip. One second.
Yeah, because I don't know where the original. Hold on, let me see if
I don't know any friends that are just gonna take you on a shopping spree just out of nowhere.
Emotional damage. Thank you for the follows. Yo, Diamond, you in here? What's up, Diamond? What's good? The clip where Rose was talking shit about therapists. That's the clip we're looking for. It was back in March. Emotional damage. I don't know what day in March. You being nosy, that's cool. I don't know what day in March, but back in March at some point. They said it's on Proxy. Ooh. AP, you see that? It's on Proxy's page.
Yeah, I know it's on Proxy's page. What's up, Diamond? I know it's on Proxy's page, but it's like you gotta scroll. So I'm just trying to find.
It said March 10th.
That, you know, they don't have it organized by dates, y'all. I gotta just keep scrolling on the page.
Damn, AP, why are you always involved in so much shit?
Hey, bro, that was random. That was not intended. I didn't know Rose was gonna come up and say that shit. That shit crazy. That shit was.
Yo, when I heard your voice, I was like, damn.
Damn. Damn.
And I added sound effects and everything. I made it worse.
Just instigated this. Okay. Wait, I think I found it. Hold on.
My bad.
I find it. No.
Is it on the 2.0 proxy page or the regular proxy page? Because she's got 2 pages.
It's the regular proxy. Hold on.
She only uses up to 10 people.
She only has, let me see,
March 10th.
Wait, that's not true, Queen B.
Let me see. If nobody comments, then you can't. Oh, actually, no. You got it.
Jose's empty wallet. Oh, shit.
It's not March 10th. Got it.
Well, 19. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
you don't have no videos on the 2.0 page, so.
Got it. I don't know if Rose's in the box, though.
Rose and the therapist.
Oh, here it is. I got it. I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
All right.
Somebody coming up real quick.
What's up, I am so sorry. I hit the button, but girl, I am driving. I'm just listening, and I think I hit it by accident. I apologize. I'm so sorry. How y'all doing?
You good.
What's up? You good?
All right, y'all have a good one, okay?
You too.
All right, bye.
All right, so I'm gonna play the video now. Hold on.
Right. And so when people come into my room, they hear how I be talking sometimes, because we get a little spicy from time to time.
They want that pickle.
Don't start following me now. I see y'all following me. Don't follow me.
Yeah, I know what you about to say.
These niggas actively following me. No, look, follow me. No. Ding, 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 ding. So, respectfully, there's a whole... Okay, the cosmic situation is a perfect example of how motherfuckers be obsessed with me, right? In real time. For those of y'all who don't know, I ain't even going into that. Those who've been around, y'all been around. So a lot of women, I be clocking that they be attracted to me, not just trying to be my friend, right? They want more than just a friendship. And some women, they don't know how to respond to the fact that they're attracted to me. However, that therapist is supposedly a lesbian. She ain't never been with men, whatever. So when she came across me, she liked me. Cool, all right. You can sit around, you know what I'm saying? You support the broadcast, that's cool. Me and you ain't never had no personal conversations on the back end. Shorty claimed that she wanted to take me on a date or some shit like that. And then she hit the cash app. I was like, yeah. So when she, I was like, oh, you trying to apply
He
pressure.
gonna make it worse, man.
Yo, the fucking sound effect though.
I know, so annoying. Okay, so then it's confirmed. It's confirmed. Then they were romantically involved. Then,
Right.
so she said she wanted to take her on a date. That's their. That it is what it is.
Damn.
Right? Is that not confirmed there?
It's
She said she wanted to take out her date. And
That's
then Rose.
That's Rose's opinion, but
Oh my god! What the
I'm
heck?
just saying,
You know what it
because-
seemed like?
Guys,
It seemed like she's trying to like what's the word?
why do you guys say no? She
Trying to
literally
court her.
said a date. What does the
trying
date
to
mean?
court her. Courting.
It's not confirmed.
What
Everybody's
does the
saying it's
date
not.
mean?
Okay, well let's rewind it because everybody's saying no.
I agree abundantly. I think she did whatever.
If that was the guy, they would say the guy was interested in the girl. Yes or no?
No, that's facts. Yeah.
Am I like crazy? Like, do you guys just randomly go on
If you
dates
want to
with
request
guys?
up, request up again. My bad. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't know.
I also think that this is because this is that therapist. Because if Rose was in my panel talking about a nigga, nobody would sit here and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just given who it is and what's transpired since this live. So,
But I'm saying that if a guy said, "Oh, I'm gonna take you on a date and a shopping spree," and cash app you, is that not saying the guy is interested? Like, am I tripping right now? Or do you guys just have guy friends that just randomly? What? Oh no. Oh, okay.
no, I said it's true.
Why is that?
Hello, everyone.
Freak out.
I don't know if therapist was interested in her or not. I do think that therapist leads with her money, and I said this yesterday on Trina's Live. I think that she leads with her money and trying to make friends and trying to make her own community. I don't know if it was because she was attracted to her. I don't think she knows how to make friends without saying, "Hey, let me do this and that for you." That's what I think.
All right.
That kind of makes sense. I mean,
At the end of the day, if it's between them as to what transpired in the DMs. If she said she asked her out on a date, that's romantic. I mean, period. Like that's her experience. That's what she said happened back in March. Like that's what it was. If that therapist is saying that no, that never happened, then it's a one word versus another.
I mean, yeah, it does kind of make Rose wrong sees because if you think of it this way, like you kind of from the sound of it, because I'm gonna start it over again. It kind of sounded like you weren't really feeling her like that. You weren't really attracted, but she said, "Oh, I'll take you out shopping just from a call." So you like, all right, bet I'm gonna milk the cow. Like that's what it sounded like to me. So
I don't think so.
Right, because she's an adult, so if she didn't really want to be friends with her, then why not say that, right? You're saying that you knew her for 8 months. She said that she knew her way before Trina knew her. So if you didn't want to be friends with her for real, then why say that? And then again, even if they were beefing at that time and they were friends, I have people who are cut off, and I'm never gonna get on live and start running my mouth and talking trash about them because we're not friends. Let alone somebody who I'm saying we're still friends, but we might be beefing. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know how people who operate with friends here, but I'm never gonna get on live and start talking about my friend because we're having a mishap. Nobody's even gonna know about that.
That's the difference, though, right? Because that's you. We're talking about two totally different people. We're not talking about you, like, and how you.
Yeah, but right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right.
Right? If you saying that she's your friend, why would you get on live talking about her? Then that's not your friend.
I mean, clearly, but these are these individuals and you are you. That's all I'm saying. That's how I dissect it. Like, I gotta compartmentalize. If you are not them, they are not you. So that's how you would deal with it. This is how Rose dealt with it, and that's what we have to look at right in front of us. How Rose was dealing with it.
Yeah, but we're talking about the issue of what was wrong, right? And pretending to be somebody's friend. That's not okay. Like, no
No,
matter who
I'm
you
not
are, where
saying
you
it's
come
okay.
from, pretending to be somebody's friend is not okay. And that's what is giving from this audio clip, that she was pretending to be her friend. Now, I've also said that I don't even understand how therapist thought she was her friend, because she's disrespected her plenty of times online because she didn't like the way that she was operating with Trina. I would have never called her my friend, because you're not about to sit here and disrespect me because you don't like what I'm doing with somebody else. It's none of your fucking business.
Both people don't know how to I think Rose and therapist just don't know how to set boundaries, and that's what this is battle of the, you know, not knowing how to set boundaries for yourself. And so it's a learning lesson that they both can take away.
I mean, my babe kind of brought up a good point. Like, we wouldn't care if this was a man, if
that's
therapist.
what i'm that's what I'm saying, Chase, and that's why I said what I said earlier. If she was talking about a nigga, nobody would be talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? This wouldn't even be a thing.
I don't know, because I think the principle just is the pretending part. So I think that if it was a man and she was pretending to like that man, but then she got on live saying those same things, I don't think I think that it would still be wrong either way. I think that it would still be
So
talked about, because why pretend to like that man if you don't really like that man? People say all the time, don't use men for their money, this, that, and the third, because it can go left. So I don't think that if it was a man, it would be any different, because right is right and wrong is wrong.
let me ask this question then. CP, do you think do you feel bad for Mike the Voice? Or Drea, do you feel bad for Mike the Voice?
No.
All right. So that's the thing, right? There you could really dissect it if you really wanted to, you know, get what the difference of behaviors is, public opinion from a woman versus a man, easily. Then think about Mike the Voice. And if you don't feel bad for him, you can't really say that. It's because if it was a nigga, it wouldn't even be this. But because it is a woman, there is more leniency towards that woman. We've seen this in 4K. That Mike the Voice shit was in 4K.
But I think the difference is that that therapist is, you know, seemingly like a good friend, like somebody that's kind of, you know, like looking out for people, things like that. You know what I mean? Like I think it is slightly different, right, than Mike the Voice situation.
It's the
Right. And
hoods.
then didn't he
But
get
it is
on
the hoods.
live and say something really disrespectful about Heartbreaker
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well?
Well,
All
it
right.
wasn't
So
on
then after
live.
that,
It was
But
on
I'm
all
saying
bets are
before
off.
that.
Now I don't feel bad.
I'm saying
Yeah.
before that. I'm not even talking about that because that was towards the end. What I'm saying is beforehand, right? When we're doing all this courting shit and swooning, trying to swoon one another and shit like that, it is a difference. It's a different reaction when it's a man versus a woman. It is.
Yeah,
Period.
no, I do agree. I think it is a little slightly different. I think, you know, and we're all women
Nobody
talking
wants to
about it too.
watch
So
nobody wants to watch a woman cry or get their feelings hurt. But
right.
a man should be able to take it, right? There is a difference, and there was a difference, right? Like there was a difference.
Yeah.
I
Hey
don't
y'all.
necessarily think that it's all that though. Can I just say this? I don't even think that it's all that. Honestly, like if you pay attention to the timeline, they probably liked each other until she saw what she looked like. She wasn't attracted after that point.
That's
And
what
I
I
don't
was
think
gonna
that she
say.
was pretending to like her. I think that narrative is incorrect. It doesn't fit the audio that we listen to.
Yeah, and then another thing I wanted to say is, so on one end we say that on the back end she was pretending to like her, but we were all watching in 4K, just like therapists would on these lives. She had nothing for therapist. I mean, she didn't want to be romantic with her. She wasn't feeling her like that. So how can we say that she was playing both sides? And I also wanted to say that let's just be honest. It's about perception. If if a man, if this was a man, and he thought, okay, I'm gonna get her with my money. I'm gonna throw these cash up there, and then I'm gonna ask her out, and I'm gonna get her. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get her. And we weren't attracted to that man when we hooked up with him. We would have did the same thing at 26, and Rose did. So, like AP said, since it's a woman, we're a little bit more sensitive. But to
Yeah,
me,
it be
in
all
my
day.
in my perception, therapists acting just like one of these thirsty ass dudes out here that think they can win us with their money.
Listen, I mean, talk about it though, because do women not say take these niggas for their money? Shit,
Yes,
he ain't got no
yes,
money. Don't fuck with him. That's the
yes.
same in the
Trick him.
LGBTQIA world. Like, is it
That's
not?
a
CP, you
trick.
tell me, because I'm not in that world. But my thing is like,
No, it
come on
is.
now,
It
like
is. It is the
y'all,
same. It's the
yeah.
same. It doesn't matter who's even like.
Yeah, but I think when we saying don't date a nigga without money, it's like don't date him without money, not don't use him if he don't have money because there's nothing to use him for. Like let's put that in context. That's what it's saying. It's saying don't date a broke nigga. Don't go be with a broke nigga who can't do nothing for you. But not go use a nigga with money. That's not what nobody's saying.
Oh no, it's the same thing, baby. Oh, in the women's world, oh yeah,
It's the
they
same thing.
please,
Like,
it's the same shit. They absolutely are saying that messaging too. Absolutely, it's two things can be true. Don't date that nigga if he ain't got no. Don't date no broke nigga. But then also, that nigga better have money. And if he's offering it up, go on that trip, sis. He gonna take you on a trip. He gonna take you to the 5-star restaurant. Go. Like, yes, it is. Absolutely.
Exactly. And how many times have we went out with somebody who we really just didn't feel in the beginning, but we're like, oh, okay, so since he's trying real hard or she's trying real hard, I'm gonna try it. But then when you get with him, you're like, I can't. I'm not feeling it. So I hate the way they're trying to throw Rose, because Rose is 26 too. When I was 26, I ain't gonna tell you how my age now, but when I was 26, I did the same thing. If I'm not attracted to you, I'm just not attracted to you. And I don't even think she called her ugly. She just was like, But
come on, we understand what she was saying when she said she turned the camera and she said, "Oh, come on."
We understand what she was saying,
We
but I
know what
also
she was
understand
implying.
what she could have said. She could have said, "Hell no." She could have said she's broke down. She could have said she's tore up, but she didn't.
But she might as well, right? She might as well have said that. We knew what she was implying.
Yeah, we knew what she meant, and she
Yeah,
kind of did.
I mean, we knew what she meant.
Yeah, we
but
knew
there's
what she
still a difference in me saying and me saying, hell no.
But then
No,
again,
there isn't a difference. I mean, one might be a little bit kinder, but still in the context, they don't mean the same thing.
But then again, if a nigga was ugly, we would drag that nigga. Why? We would not even be. There would be no feelings. We'd be like,
If
this
he
nigga's
did something
busted.
to you, we would drag him. But if he was ugly and we weren't interested in him, we would move on. Are you going to entertain somebody who AP who you think is ugly? You're going to talk to somebody and entertain him if you think that
we
he's
would
ugly.
drag
That's
that
what you're
nigga
going to
too.
do.
It don't matter.
If I
We
don't
would
find you
drag that
attractive,
nigga.
I can't give you no type of energy, no type of time. I'm not attracted to you in any type of way. It doesn't be that you're ugly. I'm just not attracted to you as a person. I can't entertain you. I can't hang out with you. My vibe is going to give off all of that. I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to
still
force
gonna
myself
talk
to do
shit.
something.
Women talk shit all the time. They are going to still talk shit
To
no matter if the nigga's
our
nice or not.
friends, right? To our friends. I'm gonna call my sister and be like,
That's
yo,
the
this nigga's
point.
ugly. I'm not getting on live to like dog somebody. Like, that's wrong. Like, that's why we all have group chats, people to confide. I mean, I have people to confide. I know everybody, but I have people to confide in. So no, I'm never gonna get online. Like, that was teenage years. When you're a teenager, you get on and put all your business. As a grown woman, I'm never gonna get online to demean somebody. I would call my sister and say, nah, I wasn't feeling him. He wasn't, I didn't think he was cute, but I'm not going to do it online to shame somebody. Like, that's crazy, especially
But
when you know how
again,
you have a following and people can see that. But then you're saying that, I think we're missing the part of saying that she's her friend. Like, we can't forget that. She said that she was her friend.
but
If
at
you
the
are saying that
time,
you're somebody's friend, that's wrong.
but at the time, I don't think that they were rocking with each other. That's what I keep trying to tell
But she
y'all.
I
literally
think
said
that's friendship.
yesterday,
Hold on. Wait. You got the
that
time.
she
Hold
was
on. Let me
friends.
finish. Let me finish real quick though. At the time of this live, I'm not too sure that they were on the same page with each other. I think they were beefing at that fucking time. That's what I keep saying. Like, y'all are talking about right
But you
now.
saying you think, that's
I'm
not
not
what she
Can
said.
I finish? Can I please finish? Let me finish what I gotta say. I'm saying right now, we can sit back and be like, oh, you were supposed to be her friend all along. But I think at the time of this live, there was a lot of shit that happened the night before, which is why I went live. I went to get the recap of what happened the previous night because a lot of shit was said and shots were thrown. So I think that niggas was beefing at the time of this fucking live. Now, if they would have, after this live, mended shit, that's different. But you can't say that they were exactly friends. I think it was in question at this time. So keep that in mind, because this was back in March.
Yeah, but March was only what, like less than 3 months ago? And if she was walking with her before Trina thing, then that was way before that. Like, I would have thought that would have been like end of last year or something. Like, March was literally just 3 months ago. Like, so
I've seen a lot of up and
I want to know the
down.
context. I think if we listen more to the video, maybe they'll fill in the details that we're not, like we'll remember, I think, if we listen to it.
Nah, she won't. I mean, it's not much more that shit is gonna be said,
But I
shit.
think the point is,
Thanks.
like AP said, at this time they were not friends. I think this friendship thing was something that was developing. That's why she ended up going on the trip with her. I think she was really trying to force herself to,
So
I
8 months.
guess.
There you go. 8 months yesterday. Okay.
In total.
Right.
So my thing is too, TikTok time 3 months ago, shit, that's a lot. You know, a lot of shit goes on in 3 months. A lot of shit goes on in a day. If you think about just today and all the shit that has gone on, 3 months is a fucking long time ago in TikTok time. So you
I was
can't
about to
say
say
it's
that.
a short amount of time. Like you
Right.
leave niggas to these devices, they do a whole lot of shit. How many lives and shit has been transpired since March? That's why when niggas say March, they was like, damn, that was a long time ago. Because a lot of shit happens every fucking day on this app.
That's true.
Yeah, but you keep putting the assumption out there that they might have not been cool. Rose didn't say that. She said that they've been friends and she's known her. So where is this? She also said that she never got on live and dragged her.
I'm
So
not
where
putting
are
an
you getting
assumption
from
out there,
that they
sweetheart.
They
weren't
It
they
was
weren't
weren't
cool.
my
friends?
live. I'm not
They
putting an
weren't cool.
assumption out there. I'm saying that it was my live. And the reason why I went live is because a bunch of shit went on. Niggas was beefing with each other. It was my live. That's why I went live, sweetheart. I'm not making no assumption. I'm saying that I think that something was going on between them, that they weren't rocking with each other at that time. They could have been rocking with each other the day after that live and been cool. But what I'm saying is during that day, something happened the week that transpired between them the week prior that had them funking with each other. That's what I'm saying. That's not an assumption. I went live for that fucking reason, to get the recap on what was going on.
Can you replay it, Chasing? Or restart from the beginning?
I got you. I'll replay it right now. I appreciate y'all so much for gifting the panel. I appreciate y'all tapping the screen. If y'all could just please continue to tap, because it just helps protect the live. I'm trying to get to 35K is the next goal. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all. So I'm gonna start this. A bisexual woman, right? Okay. And so when people come into my room, they hear how I be talking sometimes. Hey, good looks for the gift. Thank you. From time to time. They want that pickle. Don't start following me now. I see y'all following me. Don't follow me. Yeah, I know what you about to say. These niggas actively follow me. No, look, follow the truth. No. Ding, 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 ding. So, like, respectfully, there's a whole. Okay, the cosmic situation is a perfect example of how motherfuckers be obsessed with me, right? In real time. For those of y'all who don't know, I ain't even going into that. Those who've been around, y'all been around. So a lot of women, like, I be clocking that they be like attracted to me, not just trying to be my friend, right? They want more than just a friendship.
Pause it real quick.
And some women,
I remember something. So I remember Rose saying that she had to unmod that therapist at the time because she was doing too much. You notice right now she's talking about when she was her mod. This is why I'm saying, this is like, I'm telling y'all, just follow me here. I went live because some shit was going on. I can't remember exactly everything and who was beefing with who, but they were not on the same fucking page. She unmodded that girl because she was doing too much and she felt like she was trying to buy Rose, which is why Rose, felt like she, needed to say what she needed to say because they were beefing with each other. They were not fucking with each other because she was like, bitch, you can't buy me and you think you can run my platform and do all this and like, that's what it was.
right.
Your phone was dying, yo. You gotta put that on.
I'm good.
Was never a mod for Rose. I don't know.
Huh?
Catastrophe wife said, wait, therapist was never a mod for Rose. I don't know.
Rose, that's you okay? Go ahead and confirm that with Rose then, because according to Rose, she said she was, and she said she's saying it in the clip that
She's actually gonna say it. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
she's
you just
actually gonna
listen
say it in
to
the
it.
clip. Keep playing.
Don't know how to respond to the fact that they're attracted to me. However, that therapist is supposedly a lesbian. She ain't never been with men, whatever. So when she came across me, she liked me. Cool, all right. You can sit around, you know what I'm saying? You support the broadcast, that's cool. Me and you ain't never had no personal conversations on the back end. Shorty claimed that she wanted to take me on a date or some shit like that, and then she hit the cash app. I was like, yeah. So, so when she hit the CA, I was like, oh, you trying to apply pressure? And she cammed up one day, and I was like, oh. So, after that,
So after that, right? Now we know why she used the money. So after that, it was given very much. She was just supporting the broadcast, and she was dropping heavy on the CA, which I was grateful for. So because of her dedication to the CA, I gave her my privileges, right? You know, that's just how I move. Like I'm like that.
Because of her dedication to the CA, I gave her mod privilege.
Y'all gonna stop asking? Y'all gonna stop telling me I'm assuming shit? I don't recall everything that happened, but I know
Period.
why I went live. Like I know what I'm talking about. She said that she modded her, and then she did too much when she was a mod because she felt like because she was cash apping her, she was doing all that shit. She felt like she was being controlled. Rose was saying that at the time. Now, whether it was accurate or not is beside the point. You're gonna have to go to Rose's live and ask her those questions. But the girl said what she said, and I remember her saying it at the time. There was beefs going on that week. All right, keep playing it.
Damn, you dropping crazy in here. You might as well get a little mod privilege. You know what I'm saying? In a comment or two. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy, go crazy. So, yo, Rose, comment too. Rose said, "Go ahead and get your mute on, baby. Get your mute on, baby." Yo, I'm like, she said, "Go ahead and block the counter too." So I'm blocking the counter too, baby. So I'm like, okay, cool. So after that, right? Like she would be trying to hop down, like inactive in the comments, right? So I play too much, right? I do be flirting. I flirt with everybody, especially if you cute. But you know, also if you send me money, I'm gonna flirt with you, cause I mean, why not? So I felt like, you know, I even flirt with straight women because bitch, you send me a coin, thank you, babe. That's how I be feeling. So
Boy.
I feel like we in this together when you sending me money. So she would like send money and shit like that, and she would be like gifting or whatever the case may be. So you know, I would like innocently flirt because you know I said when she cammed up how I felt, right? So you know, wait, I would don't skip past that shit. I don't know nothing about that. So she cammed up and what? She cammed up and I said, oh. And then that was that. So such a wild ass fuck. Hey, you know when niggas be like the worst she could say is no. Said, oh. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, right? You cool people though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Good conversation for the most part. I don't really be having too much, you know, political conversation. So I wouldn't really know where your mindset at when it comes to certain shit, right? So my space, I cultivated it so it can be a safe space where people who never felt comfortable coming up on panels and shit, they come up, right? So we be popping cherries in my live. A whole lot of people who ain't never ever decided to come up on panels, they come up and they be talking their shit, they get back down, whatever. So fast forward. Mind y'all, there are no back end conversations. The only conversation that was ever had was in the beginning. If you came in my room, was like, I'm trying to fly you out. I'm trying to take you outside. And it cashed at me. Was like, yeah, I could take you shopping. Bitch, excuse me? You want to take me shopping? So, bitch, of course I was going to respond to a motherfucker. I think anybody would respond to a DM if you fucking wow. Say you want to take me on a shopping spree and you ain't even got to be there. Bitch, who? This is pipe and tea, though. Right? So I'm like, damn, you finna take me on a shopping spree via FaceTime? That's crazy. Like, what's that? All this so she could possibly eat it from the bag? I mean, freaking a bisexual woman, right? And so
Hey yo, the fact that Proxy put all those graphics on the video.
Oh, but that's normal, right? That's normal. Okay.
So again, it's perception. I mean, do you think Rose is wrong because somebody want to trick off on you? Are you gonna let them? Or I mean, what? I mean, is she wrong?
You know, it just seems funny because it's not like you trying to treat this person like somebody you trying to talk to or whatever, or a trick or whatever. You're literally on here like, this is my friend. Like it sounded like everybody else is saying, she's saying this is her friend. She's saying I've been friends with them for 8 months. It doesn't feel right though. You know.
CP, let me ask you a question. Did she not pay for a bunch of stuff on the vacation they were supposed to take?
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
So Aries. So I want to point out, okay, Aries mentioned that she Rose wasn't the only one invited on that trip. Aries was also invited on that trip. This is what Aries' testimony is. Aries said, no, my hair's not done. Therapist said, I'll pay for you to get your hair done. So she was like, nah. And so that's where it starts. See, my thing is, you can sit here and say, Rose, therapist, feel bad, whatever. It was wrong for Rose to whatever, right? That's life. It happens, right? People that whatever. But the fact that when people tell you and kind of give you indication like, nah, I'm good, and you keep still putting the money in their face, at that point, like, you can't sit here and say, oh, it's the other person's fault. This is all on Rose. Like, therapist is a grown ass woman. Okay,
Talk your shit, AP. That's what I'm talking
she's
about.
not 12 years old. Okay, so at the end of the day, we're all adults on this app too. Okay, if you really want to like fucking talk about it, all of us are adults. Okay, we are responsible for our decisions and what we do. If I continue to want to pursue somebody and everybody's like, no, I don't think they into you like that, and I continue to want to, who's that on? Is that on y'all or is that on me? Is that on the other person I'm trying to pursue or is it on me? As an adult, I am making agency over myself and my decisions to keep wanting to pursue in any way this person that everybody's warning me about. And that's not the first time somebody has warned therapists about people that are trying to take advantage of her. I believe, who was it? Who's in my panel right there? Desi? Desi's in my box right there. She heard that shit, right? Desi, a month after that, I think, Desi even said it to therapists today in her panel. She was like, I warned you about Rose and Trina. I just want you to take heed to this because you were trying to drag me because I was warning you about them too. So you like, let's look at both instances here, right? If somebody's warning you about people and you're dragging them for it, but then to come back to the conclusion of I shouldn't have been fucking with them anyways, and the people that warned you are sitting there like, so why did I get dragged for no reason? Come on. We're all adults. Again, at the end of the day, I'm not coddling nobody.
Right, but I also said that therapist leads with her money, and that's not okay. But two things can be true, right? Therapist can lead with her money, and that not be okay, and then she has to accept what come with that, as well as the person who was using her for the money can be wrong at the same time. Like, two things can be true.
Yeah,
but
no, absolutely. And I'm not saying
right,
they're
so
not. I'm not saying
right, so that's what I'm
both
saying.
of them are wrong. Both of them
I'm
are
not
wrong.
completely disagreeing with what you're saying. So that's why I came up and said that the first time. I said that yesterday. That therapists shouldn't lead with her money because it will lead you into situations like this where people are going to use you. You're gonna have people who might be like, you know what, might be like Aries and say, you know what, no, thank you, I'm good. But then you might have people who want to take full advantage of you. So you can't lead with your money. However, I also think that she wants to build a community of friends and she just don't know how to go about it. Some people just be socially awkward, and that's what she gives me. She gives me that she's kind, but she's also socially awkward. So she don't really know how to go about making friends as well as knowing who is supposed to be her friend. And then, like somebody said, when you're in the thick of the situation, we've all dated somebody and had people telling us this person is no good for you. And when you're in the thick of the situation, you can't see it until you remove yourself, and now you see where everybody is saying. But thank you, ladies, for the conversation. Thank you, Chasingpillows, for letting me up. I got to go tend to my kids. I hope all of you ladies have a lovely day. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Kiana. Yeah, you can come up anytime. Yeah.
I feel her on that. I think both of them are wrong. Honestly, I really do. I think both of them are wrong. I think that there was a bit of, I definitely see the point that Desi made when she said that therapists tried to drag her for the warning that she gave. I don't think that's right either. I don't think the dragging that people got for trying to for trying to protect therapists, you know what I'm saying, and her feelings, I don't think that's right either. So there's a bunch of wrong going on across the board here.
I get it. This is the second part here. Yeah. Proxy, you the GOAT. Just so you know. You the best. Okay.
Trying to regulate. Shorty tell me to shut up. Multiple times though. She told me to shut up and she got it. On your live?
Thank you for the news.
It's 5 minutes to one. So trip on her ass. I'm like, no jumping. It's really just Trip for real, but I'm like, no jumping. And then after Trip said what she said, there was 4 other voices coming at her.
Yo, I'm dying at this.
Because after she said, basically on some respectful shit, shut the fuck up, bitch. I was like, all right. I muted my mic, and 4 other bitches jumped on her ass. I said, damn, that's crazy. And I'm in the comments like, damn, I tried to help. And I would unmute and be like, hey, Why the comments on my back like, Rose, shut up. She said she don't want no help. I said, damn. Damn. So after they tag her ass to fuck up a couple times, right? They tag her ass up a couple times. She get the gaslight and the whole motherfucking lie. So you know niggas is triggered on top of the fact that you being a therapist. Like you giving people reasons for why niggas don't go to therapy because you are the right. So you not making this shit look good. You need to change your motherfucking name. So then she get to telling her own business about her business and said, well, y'all could never get me fired. I don't know where the fuck she got that from, but y'all could never get me fired. I run my own business. This is my business. And she go and start talking about her shit, calling her government name, all types of shit. We like, yo, and somebody was like, nah, she doxing herself. It ain't doxing. It's public. I told her to stop. And then she gonna probably turn around and say y'all doxed her after she put her own info out there. She accused y'all of doxing? But she doxed herself. Because she was trying to prove a point. Okay, so she didn't, all right, cool. I was like, she was trying to prove a point, so she got to talking about her own personal shit. So when I'm telling her to stop, right, I was like, fuck that. I know you told me shut the fuck up, but nah. So I unmuted and I was like, you got to stop. Like, you're doing too much, and the way that you're trying to prove a point is not showing people what you think that is showing them. You got to chill. Nah, it's public information. I said I'm good. You don't need to defend me. You don't need to. I said, damn. So I muted back up. I'm like, I'm just trying to. Right, I ain't got no mind privileges in that bitch. I would have just dropped her on her head, but I ain't got it. So I'm just sitting here like, damn. That's got I'm sitting scratching my head, pacing and shit. So I'm like, damn, because I know in my mind that because she be in my room and frequent my shit heavy, I'm gonna get blamed. No matter how much I done tried to stop what's happening from happening, I'm gonna get blamed, right? So, for those who don't know, I drove from Minnesota to Atlanta, 16 and a half hour drive, right? Took maybe 3 breaks, 45 minutes max. Shorty sent me a message while I'm driving alone on live where people could keep me company. Send me for the first time from when I first met the bitch, right? For the first time at this point, saying, hey, are we good? Yes or no? I'm like, yeah, we cool. No, this is before I drove off. Before I started on my journey, she sent that message to me. I'm like, yeah, we cool. It's just a whole lot of information that you missed out on. And I was asking if you was, if you actually knew what the fuck was going on, so on and so forth. She was like, well, when you said the recap, then I understood what you was talking about, right? The same shit she pulled with John T last night. So I'm like, yeah, it's very dangerous for you to be blindly trusting somebody who, is showing certain type of characteristics. Sometimes you got to put on your therapist glasses so you can see people and their patterns.
She talking about therapists though.
She like, I understand it, but I didn't know. I said, yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of was distancing myself because you didn't even know that I was affected by the shit that Trina had going on. She was like, no, I did not know that, and nor do I condone that. And I said, okay, but this shit is happening, so you have to make sure that you have the information before you start to go ham on people, thinking that you know the information, right? So we had that conversation. She said that she understand, cool, right? In the conversation, I took Shorty my privileges because at that point, the way that she was going hard and she was going on a fucking rampage and spiraling on other people's panels, I said I don't want that attached to my motherfucking name, so I unmodded her. We don't got no problem because we just had a conversation. Right. She come in my room. And I guess she say something and realize that she ain't got no my privileges, and she just start doing drive-bys in my shit like she did in the very beginning, right? She doing patterns. Crazy how patterns work. So she started doing drive-bys in my shit as I'm driving. At this point, I'm driving to Atlanta. So she sent me another message like, hey, I know that you're driving, but I just wanted to know, I want to talk to you about whatever.
So she's already trying to make therapists seem like something wrong with her from time. Okay.
Everybody was dissecting therapists at that time. I think that was the problem because she was going so hard for Trina and everybody was against Trina and trying to convince her that Trina wasn't a good person for her.
All right. Okay.
Y'all can't talk about Rose's patterns when at this time all of y'all was dissecting therapist patterns. That this is what I don't understand about the comments, right? Y'all don't remember what y'all were saying the week of this live, okay? Or the week prior to this live. What was going on with Trina and then therapists jumping up defending Trina hard. Everybody was going in on Trina. So to sit here and say, "Oh, well, let's dissect," well, now you can, because more shit is unfolded since this live. But at this time, you got to put your mindset at this time and what was happening at this time. Stop sitting here thinking about all the shit that's transpired after this live, and think about what happened the week of this fucking live. Y'all were all dissecting the fuck out of Trina and going in on Trina and dragging her for filth. And anybody who supported her, y'all were also dragging. Therapist was one of those individuals. Rose was trying to defend Therapist, but she wasn't trying to hear it. And a lot of people were trying to tell Therapist about Trina, and she was not trying to hear it. So
Yeah,
don't
AP,
dissect it now.
I noticed that though. I noticed that though on TikTok though. It's whatever. It's like most lives. That's why I like chasing lives, because there is no one. What do Bella call it? Groupthink. There seems to be no groupthink in her lives. It's always about just talking about what happened, what's your feeling on this and that. But most lives you go in, they're at one person, and it's based on one person being wrong, and everybody on the panel agrees that this one person is wrong, and the comments will forget, oh, I was doing that. You have to remind them, hey, y'all were just
Exactly.
on
You
old
gotta
girl.
remind the comment section what they was even doing. Like, that's crazy that they don't realize that they were all in on that same shit, dragging Trina, and then dragging Therapist because they didn't like that Therapist was going so hard for Trina.
Thanks for the gift. Appreciate you. I remember that. Let me finish playing. Thanks, C's. Let me play this. Okay.
Whatever. So I'm like, I don't respond to that shit because I'm driving. So when I get home, I get arrested and shit. I spazzed on Trina ass that night when I got back to Atlanta, and then went to sleep the next day, slept good as a bitch. Woke up the next day, I responded to her dumb ass. So I'm like, there's no, and mind you, my people who are in my Discord, they gonna show me the shit that's going on in these TikTok streets. Why y'all think the recaps be so recappy? Okay, the people send me the information, they show me the tea. Yeah, I gather the tea, put the tea together, and then y'all get the information that y'all need. Shout out to the garden and my mods. So, she they sent me some information about Shorty because I didn't respond to her. Now, the reason for why I didn't respond to her is, one, yes, I was driving, but also two, I've been on these social media shit for too long. People tell on themselves when they don't get what they want in that moment. So when you want to have a conversation with somebody, they gonna tell on themselves when you don't respond immediately. Shorty went live. She did everything that a snake would do. She went live, started subbing me, talking shit about me, even called my name in some comments. The people screenshot the motherfucker in the comments on her backup page, and on her backup page got her motherfucking picture on it, goofy. So they screenshot it. They go pull up the page and make sure that she is who she said she was on that backup page, and they screenshot that and they send it to me. I said, damn, that's crazy. You talking about you thought we was better than this. Look what you're doing. When you're not getting it your way. And you a therapist. Don't you teach people how to be patient and shit? Don't you help guide people on how to be better and shit? How the fuck is you sitting here doing? How is it that you can't be emotional and intelligent about the situation and realize that, bitch, I'm not about to respond to you while I'm driving 16 hours from Minnesota to Atlanta. You are not top priority. Never have been, never will be. She thinks she paid for that access, that priority. I was about to say, do not get that girl no ass. If that's how she acting right now, with no ass given, and this why I don't have to leave with nobody. So give my pixie dust to people because this shit is crazy. I put this pixie dust for a reason. You can't even get a sprinkle, bitch. Imagine getting the whole motherfucking piece of the So that's hilarious. So if I'm just sprinkling a little dust on you, could you imagine if they just dipped into the back? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So again, like I said, they were beefing. Did I not say that earlier? They were beefing. There was beefs going on. There was shit going on the back end. Y'all talking about why didn't they talk on the back end? It was a whole lot of shit done on the back end. And then therapists, like therapists did recently, went live. And the shit amplifies, which is why Rose was on the panel talking about what she was talking about. This wasn't just some mean girl action. There were things leading up to that. Y'all just always forget that shit. And y'all focused on the present and the now. That's what's wild to me, because y'all won't even just take into consideration what was happening then and what led up to then. Therapists took part in some of the shit. I'm not saying Rosé's innocent, but therapists ain't either. And when you press that go live button, you're amplifying shit. I mean, any questions? Because, like, I'm not understanding why people can't figure out what was happening then. Y'all just taking a whole clip. Y'all just taking that mini clip where she was, where Rosé was talking about the girl, but then not taking into effect what led up to that point. Which is why I even went live, because I was asking them what happened. They were telling me what happened. It was a lot of moving parts, not just Rosé. Therapist was a part of that moving part. Pressing that go live button is not always the answer. But as you can see, you want to talk about patterns? Therapist went live again. Did she not? And here we are again with the back and forth with Rosé and therapist. It's the same shit as it was in March. Does it not seem like the same shit? I don't know what after that. I don't know. You'd have to ask why Rosé continued the friendship or continued whatever. Obviously, they made up after that because they knew they were beefing at the time. So obviously, those two decided to move past that. That was their decision as grown-ass women to do that. No, I'm not saying she can't go live. What I'm saying is that's the consequence of going live. Nobody's saying you can't go live. I don't even know why that would be your takeaway. The point is, when you go live, just know that there's going to be some backlash behind why you're going live and what you say. Don't miss that point. Don't let that go over your head.
I appreciate y'all tapping the screen and getting me to 35K. Thank y'all so very much. Y'all need to chill on AP. Stop giving her such a hard damn time. She's communicating shit. It was her live that we were looking at.
Wait, was that the whole clip?
That was the whole clip.
That was the whole that clip.
Wait, that was all that was it? That was all that was said?
Yes, Drea.
Oh my god, that's not that bad.
Oh, I know.
No, like everyone was acting like somebody passed away. I was like, damn, somebody passed away. What's going on?
Because when you bring that's the thing, when you don't bring the full context to shit, because everybody was just listening to that clip at first, right?
I thought somebody passed away. I was like, why is everybody
the clip, it was two clips, right? The first clip she said the thing about her face on FaceTime. And the second clip she talked about how she went more into detail. And if just from my takeaway, it seems like, okay, so her money was talking and you were like, fine, I'm gonna just fuck around and have a good time with the money, and
right.
But this ain't really a friend then.
Right. No, I do definitely, agree with that part.
In my opinion, it's not a friend.
But the thing is that she could have seen. How do we know that she actually didn't see that live at that point?
She said she didn't, and so people are like, well, she said she didn't. You know how it is, Drea. She said she didn't, so people are gonna go with that and be like, she didn't see it. So I don't know what to.
I would have thought somebody would have been like, hey, look what Rosé said about you, your friend, blah blah blah. Like, what is that?
Right.
It's funny.
Right.
It's funny how TikTok decides and determines who didn't see what when, and acting like people just all of a sudden hold water or hold information or hold hey, I saw people talking about you in this live. Like all of a sudden we know how to hold water now on TikTok. No, y'all talk all the time about shit y'all see.
How many people were in that live? Do you know, on the page? Like, I mean, there had to have been more than 100 people in there, right? Like, there's no way she didn't get shared that live or seen her.
Oh no, there was hundreds of people in that live. There was.
I just can't believe she didn't see it, y'all.
Right? Like, come on.
I can't believe she didn't see it.
Yeah. Like, the probability is real low that she didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, she at least heard something about it. I'm not saying the girl was sitting in the live the whole time, but shit, Rosé was talking, like, she knew. Like, come on now. They just had it out with each other.
Plus, it was a full live, and then a whole blog page caught that clip, and she never seen it.
Like, what are you talking about?
Rose was on live earlier, and she said that they talked about everything on the back end, all the
So
stuff
that's what.
that they were
So
discussing.
people are asking questions. Why didn't they talk on the back end? You've got it from one of the two horses' mouths that they talked on the back end. So what are you gonna say now? We can't just sit here and believe. Okay, so y'all want to believe Rose? I mean, y'all want to believe therapist when she says she didn't see it. So y'all just gonna believe and run with that. But then not believe Rose when she says they talked on the back end. I don't understand the
Yeah,
select.
that is kind of hard to believe that she didn't see it, to be honest.
But it's why are we selecting though who we're gonna just believe and who we just not? Like I don't even just believe everybody across the board. If you're
because
gonna believe therapists, believe what
because
Rose
AP, they
is.
don't know how to separate when they don't like somebody from
And
Right.
that
what's
I
Hmm.
true
right.
and
That's
what's
Yep.
reality,
right.
and
Yeah.
that's what I hate about the app. I mean, just
That's
because
what I
I don't
was
care for you
saying.
don't mean what you're saying has to be a lie.
Right.
Right. Me and Rose don't even get along right now. She ain't mutual with me, but I'm not sitting here like I'm not hyper focusing on fucking therapists. I'm just looking at the situation for what it is. I'm not close to neither one of them. I don't have no reason. There's no incentive for me to sit here and vouch for either one of them. I'm just telling you what happened at the time.
No.
Taking
Hey,
my
and I
feelings
love
out.
Rose. I love Rose. Well, I say I love watching her live sometimes, but Rose has been caught in a few lies. You know what I'm saying? She's been caught up a few times, but that doesn't stop me from enjoying her live sometimes. Therapist, I've never cared for therapists. I thought she was using her money. I still got the same. I think she uses her to flex on this app and to buy friends.
You breaking
Truth
up? Is it just
and
me?
reality and what both of them are saying. So, I mean, but
You was
everybody's not
breaking up.
capable of doing that, obviously.
Yo, I know you said all that, but you was breaking up, so we kind of missed part of it.
Where's my passion coming from? I'm a passionate person. If you don't follow me on a regular, then you just don't know. You just don't know me. That's all that is. You're asking that question because you don't know who I am. So, I mean, I'm passionate about a lot of shit.
Okay, AP, we get it. We know.
I talk like this a lot.
Yeah, we know. AP, I love, and we love you for it. Can I just ask some questions? I just want to know, as, I know this might sound mean or weird, but just hear me out before y'all judge me.
Too late.
With, with the rosé, right? Is it that she's lying or is she just embellishing the story? For one, like, you can just, some people know how to tell stories and just make it a little bit more than. So it's not necessarily that she's lying, she just has a way of storytelling. That's one question. I'm not making any statements. And another question, someone said earlier that that therapist said she's only looking for someone who is a woman who likes women, right? So why on earth, how do I say this without sounding like anti-pride? Um, why is she going after a straight woman?
No, Rose said she's bisexual. She said that in the clip. She's bisexual.
Oh,
Great.
okay. That was just my only, that's quite questions. I'm just trying to learn more, you know?
Yeah, Rose has actually brought up her ex-girlfriend before on her live to like tell people like, hey, I used to date her. I used to be in a relationship with her. So she's definitely bisexual.
But I can always bring someone up on a live and go, yay, hey, I'm bi. Look at the person I was with. And I could just be making that up or embellishing it.
What? Why would she do that? About that?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
She therapist did say she doesn't like bisexual women, but does that still negate all of the actions prior to that made it seem like she was interested in Rose? I don't understand. Actions speak louder than words. So
Wallets speak louder than actions.
the actions of the wallets, right? Because there's no wallet without the action. So the actions speak louder than the words. So if she was using from an action perspective her wallet, then I mean that's what it is, right? Like I don't know. Like you tell me. Like does it negate the actions that were taken that made it seem like she was interested in Rose?
I think I see what you're saying. Like, no, both of them are equally bad. Like, she was using her money to get Rose, and Rose was taking her money and making her think that she likes her. So they're both bad, right?
I don't ever say, I won't say
Not bad. I know that
I
you're
won't say
you're
bad
you're
people,
riding
bad
you're
behavior.
riding the fence today, which is so strange for you.
Bad behavior. Bad behavior.
I think she missed that. No, I think I mean I think it's very simple. Like if this was a guy, I don't think we would be thinking the same way. Like I've definitely, well, never mind, I won't use me as an example, but there's definitely been people, right, that maybe the guy wasn't the most attractive, but like they wanted to show, that person a good time, and they became friends and they wanted to spend money on them, and that person let them spend money on them. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing unless you're like actually leading the person on and thinking like, because it could develop into something more, right? At some point.
Yeah,
So,
but just in a little bit, and to go back to if it were a man and a woman, and we heard that a woman was just like, oh yeah, like he takes me out, he gives me things, takes me on vacation, I don't have to worry about a thing.
right.
We would look at that woman and go, then you're a gold digger.
I guess maybe people would look at that way, but
Oh,
I don't know. I just kind of, I don't think what Rose was doing is bad. I think the issue is that Rose, like that somebody said earlier, that they were friends. I think that's the problem. Like she was a mod of hers, she was a friend of hers. So to talk about it in
but she
that way,
only modded her
because of the money thing. Yeah, that's true.
because she gave her money.
Okay, so maybe the motive wasn't pure. Her motive was not pure then in her being her friend or modding her then. But then again, that therapist was leading with money also, so it's
But
kind of
that's
like,
what I'm saying. If you lead with money, you're going to get people who take advantage of you. That's why I'm saying it's really terrible for people to lead with money, because it is a form of manipulation. Like here a little thing. Here's like $100. Dance for me.
Right.
Like it's one of those things. It could be bad on both sides.
So
or
we
it
can say
is
that they're
bad
both
on both
using.
sides.
Can we say they're both using each other then? Can we say that?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said, but not chasing chasing AP wanted to ride the fence when I was saying that, which is strange, like I said. But
Hey, can I ask
just
a question? How does everybody else choose their mods? Maybe Rose trusts money. Maybe Rose trusts people who will throw their money at her. So how do everybody else choose their mods?
I choose my mods by people who have shown me to be supportive, and
How they show you
also
that?
because they're there for me, not just on TikTok, but I can go off TikTok and maybe they don't hear from me or see me or something, and they check up on me, you know. And then we have a most likely a relationship offline. That's how I choose it. Not just anyone is mod, because or then I also judge people on who they're associated with. So if you are associated with someone I hate, you ain't being my mod. I like you, but stay away from me. Most likely, I'll block you. But again, it could, a lot of people do give people mod powers who subscribe to them.
That's the point I was getting to. So that's what I was trying to get to. So there's nothing wrong with her choosing her. Okay, if you're throwing me cash apps, gifts,
You're supporting the
you're
live.
supporting me.
You're
so I
supporting
make you my
the
mod.
broadcast.
Well, think about it. If somebody,
why did she unmod her?
She said she was doing too much. Like that's what I said earlier. I said she unmodded her because she felt like she was doing too much.
Right.
Doing too much, like what?
maybe
maybe muting and blocking people for her own personal reasons. And, I've seen a lot of
But
people
you
get
can still have
unmodded.
mod powers, and then someone takes away all of those different things, and you're really
Oh,
mod in name only.
You would have to ask Rose. It's that simple. You would have to
That's
ask her.
true. I
but
feel like
think about it. Like, isn't
we
it
care more than those two people actually care.
true? But isn't it true that, like, think about it, like, this kind of a smart move, right? If this person is showing interest in me and they're cash apping me like hella money, like I don't know how much money, but I'm assuming like just by her cash apping her, it made a difference, like in what she thought about her. Oh, I should keep her around. Well, what better way than to mod that person up to ensure that they're always in your life, to ensure that, hey, there's an obligation now. Hey, you're close now. So that makes sense. That's like a smart move to do, in my opinion, is to
yeah, that's
keep
that's
that
that's
person
what
alive.
everybody does. They have their
Right.
reasons. Their reasons for modding people,
Right.
but which doesn't make her reason wrong. If you're throwing gifts, you're
Right.
supporting the live, you're
Yeah.
throwing cash apps. Okay, I can mod you. We're friends now.
Wait, so you're what are we teaching people? So if you pay money,
Money talks.
then that's your friend?
Money talks. Remember, there's no friends on this app, so money is your friend.
Nah.
Money is your friend.
No, I don't know about that. Aries, shut the F up, you stupid. You know
Wait,
what?
what? Wait.
Oh no.
Ask these questions. Don't let Aries come up here, please. Oh,
Please,
no.
I'm so
please.
sick of her.
Wait,
Like, she was one of those people who like made that stupid argument go even further with that therapist. Like, I just can't
Right.
stand her. She just gets on my nerves.
Oh God, please. Aries request. Oh Lord. Okay. I touched the spot.
No, you didn't, baby.
Drea, why are you repeating the just let her, like,
Oh, oops.
like you over here adding shit 10 on 10 on motherfucking 5. All right. I don't know.
AP, you of all people are saying you're adding stuff on 10.
Yeah, she had 10 on 5. I mean, speaking of money.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get down before I get in more trouble.
Due. Oh, my friend bill is due, Southern? What you mean? How much I gotta pay?
Leola always likes to come into my lives and like just take control
Pick it up and then
and leave. She
yeah.
takes control.
Yeah, Leola will shake some shit up. You have to watch her because she'll
Why
shake.
y'all saying pay to drop Aries? She ain't even up here. Damn.
Like y'all trying to pay. What the fuck?
Southern, I know you a motherfucking lie. Ain't nobody paying $1,500. You gonna have to get get what you get. Don't pitch a fit.
I have so many thoughts about this whole thing with Rose and therapist. I'm kind of
I still don't believe that she didn't know. Like how
Right.
like that is so hard to believe. Like that would be like if I was me and AP were friends and then all of a sudden she unmodded me, we got into an issue, whatever, and then we made up later on, but I never saw that live. Like, come on.
She did the same shit when people were trying to convince her about Trina and talking about the horrible shit Trina's done on live in 4K. Miraculously, therapist was never around for that, so she never saw that. That's not a pattern to y'all? Oh, okay. It's just me just
They're
being
like making like, especially now that they're made up, I would think that they would have addressed that, like, hey, what you did was wrong. You should have talked about me, blah blah blah, and then that's it. But for today, like 3 months later, to find out that there was a lie that happened 3 months ago, like that's kind of, I don't know. It seems kind of far fetched.
Here's what I think. I think she probably knew about the live. I don't. Do I know she probably didn't watch it from beginning to end, obviously, but I think that she wasn't planning on revisiting it either. I think she planned on, okay, me and Rose, we gonna be cool from this day going forward, and I don't want to see no negativity. She's not gonna look at the shit and just be like, well, what has Rose ever said about me? No, they cool now, so she's not going to do that. But it's not the only time therapist has said or made claims that she didn't see something in 4K. She did the shit with Trina too. Oh, I didn't
By the way,
hear Trina say that. I didn't see
I
Trina
just
do
want
that.
to
I didn't like what? You
I just want
always
to
dip
make
out
a
on
quick
the most
announcement.
pivotal parts of shit. The most integral parts where you would need to know something for
So
yourself.
Casey's trying to say
To
something.
navigate. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm letting her cook. It's okay. I'm letting her finish cooking.
No, I'm
I was
just
letting
saying
her finish cooking.
she always just so happens to miss the integral parts that nobody else seems to miss. We all don't miss it, but she's the main
While
one that misses it, and it be about her, right?
while at the same time everybody's still telling her. Whether she
Yeah.
saw it or not, hell, everybody was telling her.
She didn't want to, and she don't want to listen. Like Desi said, she said she warned her about the two girls, Rose and Trina, and she said she got dragged for it. Does that sound like somebody who really wants to know the information? No. So I mean, I don't know what you like. What more do y'all want for what? How much more coddling? What different avenues by like coddling do you want for therapists? That's what I'm not understanding. It's like, no, but try harder. But she should. No, she didn't want to hear that shit. That's on her. She is a grown ass woman. She don't want to hear the truth. She don't want to hear the truth. It is what it is.
I just want to make
Yeah.
a quick announcement, real quick. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead with me. Go ahead.
Real quick. She didn't want to believe it until it was convenient for her to believe it, and that's the truth. Go ahead.
Facts. Clock it.
All right. So just quick announcement. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. I will be on Friends with Attitudes live to discuss. I'm sure today, what happened with Bella and everything. So again, so tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm gonna be on Friends with Attitudes live. All right, so if y'all don't follow her, just be sure to follow this page and follow my other page just in case for tomorrow. Oh Lord, why I already said Friends with Appetite? Lord, help me, Father. Okay.
That'll be interesting. I don't know. Maybe she had those rose, colored glasses, right? Like where you're like, you have an interest in somebody, you really like them, type thing, and so you don't let what other people their criticisms, you don't let that get to you. Like we always say, like if you're in a situation, and your friends are saying, hey, that person's whatever, you shouldn't like them. You don't always listen to them all the time, right? So I don't know. Maybe it was that type of thing. She didn't want to hear it.
Wait, I'm mad y'all saying good luck and stuff. So what y'all think is gonna happen tomorrow on the live? Because
Oh, maybe because. Oh, actually, I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
oh Lord, what y'all think about that? What y'all think?
It's definitely interesting. Came out of left field.
Yeah.
Well, is okay. Some people. I'm not saying necessarily her, but some people. They kind of turn the interview into a situation where other people are up there, or they ask certain questions that's kind of like, you want to. Maybe their motives weren't as pure. And I think something like that actually happened to somebody. I forgot who it was. Somebody got interviewed, and it ended up turning into like a ambush type thing. Who was that?
Friends with attitude and therapists.
Oh, was it though?
It was therapist.
I wasn't gonna say it. I'm not a part of this part of the conversation because I'm not even about to.
That's
I'm not
exactly
even
who
about
it
to do
was.
this. I'm not doing this because nobody wants to go down memory lane accurately. So
That's where all
I'm
this
out.
shit
I'm not doing
started
it.
from.
Oh, that's right. Shit. Oh, sorry.
But yeah, Chasey, you think about that now. That's where all this shit started from. It was friends with attitude,
I just remember.
therapists.
Yeah,
I remember Rose was streaming the live, and I was over there, and she didn't like the way they was doing her, And so, it. Hey, I'm telling you, I be everywhere. That's why I was asking about the mod. Like, nobody ever asked me to be a mod. I thought maybe you got to throw gifts and cash apps to be a mod. That's why I asked.
I mean, me personally, when I make people my mods, it's usually the people that I speak to off the app, and I've known them because I've been on this app for like a few years, so I've known them like pretty much from the time that I got here to
Okay.
now. So I try to.
Gotcha. So it's people off the app that you know have contact. That's the same thing Leola said. So I got it now. Okay.
Yeah, I just but sometimes like I did have one mod that kind of she went rogue, and she I did have one. I was trying to just give her a chance, and she kind of turned it into like, oh, well, I see why people talk shit about you. So I try to just keep it small because people
And that's
forget.
the best way, right? That's the best
Yeah.
way because they may not like you again. Like AP said, things change in a day, like 2 days. You know.
Mhm. Everything, yeah,
Literally,
rogue
not
mod.
even in a day. I've had shit change for me from morning to afternoon on this app. Okay, literally morning is one whole different thing, and then by the afternoon, it's fucking World War III, and it's like, damn, that's how quick
Yep.
shit can change.
Right. Because just a month ago, hey, y'all gonna realize I got ceasefire as my name for a reason because I'm non-biased. But you have to realize I knew shit changed when Chef T. And I'm just gonna stop there. It'll change in a day.
True, even people that like actually hang out, because as you can
Right.
see,
Yep,
yeah,
Friends.
life comes
right.
at you fast.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nah, the
Yeah.
chef and the tea thing that happened over months though. Even just because we're not aware of something doesn't mean that it's not happening in the background.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
true.
there's
okay.
hella
That's
shit
true.
going on in the background
That's true.
today alone. I know.
That's true.
You
But see,
gonna hear that?
I try to take people for who they are on the app. I don't really focus on what people do off, off the app. But I see now, but people have two different. Because Rose, I always believed it anyway. Rose is not Rose off the app. Did y'all get that? She's a totally different person off
I
this
don't think that.
app.
I don't think that. I don't think that that's the case. I take that as I think she is. I think how she is on the app, you have to move differently in person, y'all. Like you can't, like you know what I'm saying. Like it's not going to be the exact blueprint of what you see online is what you get offline, right? I asked Rose on my panel just on Friday. I said, Rose, how you are online, do you kind of think more before you act that way in person? And she said yes, because it's not that she's not like that online, it's just that she is probably more reserved in person. In person is different, we all are. Nobody's gonna come out swinging in person. Do you think if we're all in person we're really gonna, somebody just gonna come out swinging like, hey bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it could be, I mean, you might get one or two crazy ass motherfuckers who do that shit. But usually, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's warranted, the situation calls for it, you're not going to be what people expect you to be, right? Until the test comes for you to be that way. Like, all right, cool. This calls for this situation. Now I got to act different. That's everybody.
So is it safe to say who you are on the app is who you would want to be initially in person, but you kind of more, maybe calm or more in the world.
I
So
don't
is
think,
this a different world on the app? So you have to be different.
no, you don't have to. I think people are who they want to be on the app. I really do. I
Okay.
think it's who they want to be. I'm just saying that they are more cautious about it in person because in person is different than online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doesn't it
Yeah.
take time for people to get comfortable with others? I know it does for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day, we're all human beings. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
just because you've been speaking to somebody online doesn't mean that you really know them for real. And I think
Right.
between the therapist and Rose, they were just uncomfortable with each other.
Right. I can see that. Okay.
I want to watch this clip real quick. This is I don't even know who's live. I think this is $2 live. And Trip was talking about. I just want to see what she said real quick. You're riding in the car with her to another state, and therapist probably is a little immature. Probably got out there and told her friends. Was that right? No, no. And I don't like Rose, but no, that was not right. It wasn't right at all. Rose said she was uncomfortable because she didn't know how to approach the situation, so she called her mom to get advice. She should have called her mom to come and get her, but that's she called her mom. She called her friends. She said she. But now wait a minute. You went
wouldn't have ended the trip for a towel, though. So that's what I'm saying. So Rose didn't think it was that big of a deal. However, she wanted to address it, but she was still gonna go on the trip.
What?
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
It could have been an honest mistake. To me personally, it's one
And
or
I
two
think
things.
it was an honest mistake. Yeah.
To me, it sounds like one or two things. Either old girl lives like that on the regular, maybe she got dog hair on her towel, and so to her it's not a big deal. Like, you know, somebody's house stink, and because they live in it, they don't really notice it. But other motherfuckers coming in and be like, it's stinking here. So maybe it's something that she lives like on the regular, so she didn't know. On the flip side, y'all have to remember, people be thinking that therapists don't feel her, that she don't remember. Niggas talked a little reckless to her. You were not the friendliest to her when asking her to go get information on Trina. And she may be returning some of the favors. Get that bitch a dirty towel. She know, bitch, you in her state and you're not from there. But I think also with old girl being a little, I'm not going to say the word PU and, you know, and finish it out. But with her being a little cat and not wanting to come out and say, bitch, dirty towel, what's up? You know, you got to speak on things, especially when you start in a relationship with somebody y'all supposed to be building from the beginning. You better speak on it and let them know when they doing some shit that's out of line. Hold on, bitch. You use dirty towel, not me. And you, if that's okay with you, you use this. But this shit here, dirty. I don't do this. But like I said, I don't like neither one of them. So sometimes when I hear bad stuff happening to them, I get overly excited and lose sight of what's going on in the real world.
But it's more, their story is not at. I think for Rose, so it went from the towel. So at this point, she's not concerned about the dirty towel. I think she's more bothered by the fact that you painting this narrative about me to your friends that I got to spend 4 days with. And you being real extra right now.
But what narrative did she paint by telling her friends that
I'm the victim?
But if anything, she was
Well, why you, right? Well, why you, apparently not, because the girl's reaction was, oh, so she mad at you because you a dog mom? So whatever she said to that girl, it kind of made her look good in order for that girl to respond that way. And then why are you talking to her anyway? This is a private conversation. Why are you hopping out the car before you barely park it to run and talk to your friends? You could have kept it with just us. They didn't need to know what issues we had going on.
Because mentally,
especially if we're going on a trip. They don't know me. They're going to take your side automatically.
because therapist immature. And I can almost guess therapist is probably in her late 30s, early 40s. But you can look at her and tell she immature. And that's probably exactly why she did it. She thought Rose had already exposed her probably online. So she's like, let me go tell my friends who are here, they'll at least give me some support. At that point, I don't know why she didn't take the girl home.
But it's again, Rose, listen, Rose do the same thing other motherfuckers do on this app. They be surfing on this app trying to get the closest with the people because I don't see why. And I don't have an issue with therapists or whatever, but come on, you can kind of, out of all of the shit that done transpired online, you pick and choose your battles, right? On top of that, that's the same thing like, and again, like I said, it's always a victim. I'm tired of hearing stories about her. She's the victim in every story. You're not the victim in every single story that happens. Somebody always did something to you. That's just not that's not right. That don't make any sense. And on top of that, that's like the same thing with the lady Lala, right? Remember Lala was over there on Bigo and she had Lala explaining her story and this, that, and the third and blah, 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 and made it like, oh, it was okay. And when people would come in her comments and they would talk shit to Lala, she would say, oh, don't do that. Y'all gonna get kicked out of my room. Don't say that. Don't disrespect her. Now, guess what? Her and Lala don't even speak no more. In every fucking comment section that they bashing Rose, Lala in trolling the fuck out of Rose.
Good.
So now it's the same thing with therapists. It was the same thing with
Man,
Trina.
Trip said
Y'all
good.
cool with Trina, and then y'all fell out. So it's the same shit with everybody, starting from the beginning with Diamond, which is the platform that you originally came from. You're not the fucking victim in every story. It's like
I
at
see
this
what you're
point,
saying, Ariel.
all them can't be wrong.
Yeah, there's a pattern.
Everybody ain't did nothing to you.
There's a pattern. But that, unfortunately sounds like that's what they get because I don't care for either one of them. This sounds like a good time to me. Sounds like both of them got a little bit of irritation and aggravation. That's how you go with getting makeup done by somebody one time. Now y'all BFFs to the point. I don't hang with my real friends 4 nights straight. So y'all done went out together. Y'all are gonna get enough of hanging with these TikTokians together, calling y'all still friends. Now y'all done went out. Somebody done got some dirty towel. Somebody done thought they done been disrespected. I am so a little curious. Why then get in the car though? If you didn't like the dirty towel, why not say something there? Why get in the car and then start asking her indirect questions? Do you use antibacterial soap? How many times do you wash the dog? Bitch, don't
You have to remember that's Rose saying that she asked those questions. True. That's what you know. She dramatic. You know it's the theatrics. Like, come on now.
You know what? I almost forgot who I was talking about because she.
That's her telling her own story. You got to forget. First of all, she was pausing for like 5 minutes in between the story. We like just spit the shit out, just say it. But y'all have to remember, therapist got a side and Rose got a side, and that's what I say. Yeah, nobody was there. Yeah, and therapist was online all day yesterday, and she never. The thing is that this is why I say that Rose be looking for the clout because therapist never said Rose's name, right? She was asking hypothetically. Just imagine you have a friend, da 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 da, and if a bitch don't say my name, especially for something like that, because I don't even put.
Hey, Jason. Hey, y'all. I know that y'all. Yeah, I see what y'all doing. I have one question because I heard little bits and pieces of what the fuck is going on with therapists, and I know one thing AP ain't gonna do is lie for me. AP, do you remember when we was sitting in your panel and me and therapists had just got into it because them folks jumped on her ass and she was going live and talking about me. And I went into your live and I said, you know what? Since she running her mouth, let me tell you what the fuck really going on. And I started telling y'all the rundown. Okay. So look, cause therapists run around this bitch lying, right? But for some reason they just believe in their heart of hearts that Rose just be lying about every fucking thing. So therapist was live talking cash money shit about how she supposedly got receipts and some more shit about me from December and how I'm manipulative and this, that, and the third because her feelings was hurt, right? Operative word, her feelings was hurt. Feelings hurt by her own personal feelings and her own whatever the fuck ideas that she had about me. That's why I said that it's obsessive. Everybody's taking every word that come out of my mouth and flipping it, right? So the shit that she was saying on live, AP, do you remember her responses to me when I was like, hey, I think you should get down this, that, and the third? She was like, why would you put me in this situation? Why would you put me in this predicament? I'm like, I didn't put you in no predicament. You hopped up here. And how she tried to try to blame me and flip shit on me when she made her own decisions as a grown ass woman.
Talking about that same thing. Oh, it's okay. It might be you, Rose.
Huh?
There's an echo. You got an echo. I said this though. That's what I was saying earlier. I wasn't even remembering everything because my memory be horrible. But once they played the clip back, I said they were beefing at the time. Rose and therapist were beefing because the whole thing everybody kept saying was, "Well, I thought they were friends." Nigga, they weren't friends then. That week, there was a bunch of shit that happened and transpired that week, which is why I even went live. I said, "What happened last night?" And you was giving us the recap. And I remember it was surrounding the Trina shit. And the fact that she was supporting that shit and you was bringing clarity to that. Like, I kept saying that. I was like, at the time, they were not they were funking with each other. Even when my memory ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried.
Dang. Why she leave? I had a question for
She had an
Zay.
echo. She trying to, she gonna come
Oh,
back.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. Is there still an echo?
Nah, I don't think so. Nah, it's gone.
You
Okay.
good now?
Oh yeah. So,
So yeah, Rose, I did say that. I was like, I don't recall. I think they were beefing that week. I was like, I'm pretty sure they were not on the same page and they were not
all
fucking with each
out
other.
beefing. Let me tell you something, y'all, because therapist is lying. We was all out beefing. Like she would go live and be talking about me so much so that there's a girl named Shay, right? I think she was like known as, I think her nickname is like Problem Child or something like that. Shay had came into her room because therapist does this thing like how she did the other day, where she would talk about me and she wouldn't say my name. So she was talking about me so crazy without saying my name that Shay came in the live and says, we know that you're talking about Rose. Just say her name. She's like, well, how do you know? Shay was like, because we can tell that you're talking about her. We can tell. Then she was like, yes, it's Rose. So she's lying about not knowing that I was dogging her the fuck out because I said it even to her face. But what I believe is that she's enjoying the people acting like they have sympathy for her.
Yes.
She's enjoying that because it does not make sense that she's claiming that she does not remember when me and her was beefing. She even so much so that she would post stories talking about me, and she knew that they would disappear after 24 hours. This is back in December. Me and her ain't been friends the entire 7-8 months that we've known each other. I got on the app in November. This girl told me specifically when she slid in my DMs, which was November 23rd. I didn't even know that shit. She told me that. And she would say it often as to why when I was talking my shit about her talking shit about me on live, I was like, it must be an obsession. I ain't even put my pussy on her yet. That was the context.
Can I ask a quick question? I just got a cash app question. Somebody's asking, how many times have you been to that therapist's house before?
Once. But we've hung out multiple times. But this like, she made a live almost every other day. Like every other day around December, January, she was talking about me. And at that time, like after that, I had blocked her and everything. I had blocked her. She would go live talking about how her feelings is hurt and she heartbroken and this, that, and the third. And then fast forward, me and Trina fell out, and that's when she was going on this rampage trying to prove that Trina is honest and Trina is cool and Trina this and Trina that, right? So fast forward after that, friends with attitude, like it was chill. It wasn't too much going on, right? It wasn't too much riffraff. And then around friends with attitude and therapist interview, I went live and I was advocating for the fact that she was being done wrong. And so I remember I had asked somebody to go over to that live and ask friends with attitudes why is this now turning into a advice thing and not a interview thing. I think it was Jen that Jen said that she would go over there and do it. Jen went over there and asked the question. Then she came back. Therapist was like, yeah, I want to know that question too, because it does sound like I'm being interrogated, blah, blah, blah. I'm on live advocating for the fact that therapist done checked out and she's being disrespected and so on and so forth, and how she's being jumped on. And at this point, it's looking like bullying. That's where the word bullying came in at. Because I said, if 4-5 different people is getting up on a panel jumping her or speaking to her or speaking about her, at that point, it looks like it's bullying. And then that's when everybody was like, yeah, we don't like how therapist was done, blah, 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 blah. So then therapist slid in my DMs, was like, I didn't know that you was the one that was, that was went live and was telling people what was going on with me, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, yeah, but you hard-headed. And then from there, we just kind of like smoothed things over, and then we became like friends again. And then she would come into my life and we'd be talking, we'd be chilling. And from there was no talking shit about her. There was no bad mouthing her. There was none of that because she would sit in my live every single day. Every day.
Y'all, did I not just fucking say that shit? I didn't even know the details, Rose. Did I not say that shit?
Yep, we were on the right page here.
And I haven't been in here. I just came in here because I was like, bro, where AP at? They told me where you was at. So I came in here. Because I'm like, AP can clarify some information. Because, bro,
I've been in here the whole time.
I done fucked up 2 times, and now all of a sudden my credibility about everything is fucked up.
No,
and that ain't the case.
I've been in here the whole time. CP can let you know. I've been in here the whole time clarifying that shit. I said, I don't remember details. I do remember that day in that live, and they were beefing. They kept asking, oh, well, but they've been friends since then. Why go on a trip? I said, that's probably because they smoothed things over since then. What is the comment?
And to be clear, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't want to, because at this point, people nitpick every single word. It might have been in March when me and her fell out. I just know in December, me and her was getting into it, but it wasn't as bad yet. But March, me and her fell clean out. We fell all the way out. That's when I was talking cash money shit. Cash money. And she was too, on live.
I got 2 cash apps real quick. The first cash app is on live. She said it was the first time in the day. And then the second cash app says, so it was twice.
No, so the first and only time that I went to therapist's house was the other day. That was the first and only time. So I pulled up at night, and in the morning we left. Does that make sense?
Excuse me one second. I'm sorry, Rose. Good afternoon, everybody. There's 346 people in here. Can you please tap the live, gift the panel, and please keep it cute in the comments. Do not attack the panel. Thank you very much.
So the question in the comments, why would you sign up for a long car ride? She just said that they smooth things over after March. What do y'all not understand about that? So
Yeah,
they are under the impression they are friends again after they fell out in March. Why is this hard to comprehend?
It was March when we
Okay.
fell out, y'all. If I misspoke, I'm sorry, but it was March when we fell out. It was
Okay.
March. It was March when we fell all the way out, and me and her were both talking shit about each other and saying a whole lot of shit. That's it. That's all I had to say. I'm a drop. Thank y'all.
Damn, Rose, I got a question.
She's
I'm
Damn.
scared to answer. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm scared to answer any questions
You don't have
because
to answer, but if you don't want,
well. You don't have to
it's
answer. I
not a
just have
question
one
like
question.
that. It's just a clarification question,
people
ma'am.
don't want to understand me. They don't
We
want to understand
do.
me.
I just want to ask you: is it safe to say that y'all really weren't friends? Y'all were trying to develop a friendship.
She's gone. She's a runner. She's a text.
Damn.
I think they were though. I think that's what she was trying to give it a go. She was trying to
Yeah.
put effort into it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear her say because I don't like the fact they're painting the narrative that she's being a bad friend to therapists because I don't feel like they were friends. I think they kind of use that word loosely, but I think they were trying to develop a friendship.
Y'all,
And
wait, hang on 1 second. 1 second. Y'all, she said that that therapist slid into her DMs in November, right? And she was dragging her for filth and whatever. And she was like, that girl was obsessed. And didn't even put my poo nanny on her yet. So does that mean she has since?
No, that's not what that means.
no, that ain't what that means. That means she probably would have thought about it at some point,
Oh,
Leona. Come on.
okay. All right. I was just asking questions.
She was developing a friendship. She's
Okay.
a bisexual woman. You never know
I
what it would have led
all
to.
right. Hey, I was just asking questions. Don't
They
jump on
can't
me.
work on the friendship first. Damn.
Damn.
He's the one who said yet. I was just asking questions.
But
I was
we
just asking
understood it.
questions. How, I mean, if I were like, hey, you guys, yada 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 and some cheese, but I haven't even given you the good part yet, and
But she was already tripping. That was her point. Was if you're
but that
Oh
was
my
tripping now,
God.
if you're
hey,
tripping now,
it's just questions. It's just questions. Y'all don't have to jump on me. I'm just asking questions. All right.
no,
I'm
you.
gonna do the
I'm gonna
rose,
find.
and I'm gonna.
I'm gonna find you,
I'm
Mariah. I'm gonna find
gonna. Like to see you try, AP. All right.
Rose,
I'm
come
running.
back.
I'm gonna run. Okay. Runner, run.
Yeah, I think that'll make a lot of difference, especially, well, maybe just for me, but I feel like, Rose probably just used that word friend at the wrong time. This was my friend, and therapist said, this is my friend. Because if they were friends, and I'm just being honest here, if they were friends, I don't think Rose would have felt so uncomfortable saying, hey, girl, I need another towel. Dog shit on this towel, or dog hair, or whatever.
Right.
But, if they were friends, and if they were friends, I don't feel like the therapist would have hopped out the car and needed support from other friends after a conversation with a friend. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a friend. We can have disagreements. Okay, it's over with. We did that. They weren't friends.
and
They
just
were
because
trying to
Yours.
develop
just because
friendship.
you were working on a friendship doesn't mean that it was gonna turn into anything romantic either. It could have just been
Exactly.
left at a goddamn friendship. Y'all be so dick and pussy so much. God damn.
Oh, wait, I'll charge it in a second. All right, let me finish playing this clip real quick.
A 26-year-old, you got no business going nowhere without no fucking, your hygiene stuff or whatever like that. So you really making a fool of yourself by going and outing yourself. Therapist never said your name. Rose went on a sub-only live and started telling a story. So people came back to therapist comments and was like, oh, this whole time you've been talking about Rose. It's Rose she's talking about. Now everybody know it was Rose. Therapist never mentioned her name. Rose outed herself by getting on the sub-only live, and somebody was over there listening and came over to therapist live and said it was Rose she was talking about. So let me ask you this, Dom, and I think you said it, and I think you heard me say it too. And $2, you ain't gonna say it because you like her.
But I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, they are.
This
I'll
is not
replay it.
my job of somebody of her brother who did a sub only live to turn up on other individuals.
Oh shit.
I'm telling y'all, it's uncanny. The sibling relationships, both of them, when they want to talk that trash about somebody, sub only, and they try to go to a quiet page. My next thing is, now you didn't did that to that woman. Now she want to call her mom. You 26. When people said you was immature, oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Now you want to call home to mommy because you're dealing with a bitch mommy's age that it took you to the crib. Where was you supposed to be staying? Was you supposed to be in a hotel or something? And I really don't want to ask her because I know she lies bad. Even though I don't like either one of them, therapists far more honest than Rose. So I just wait to hear what therapists got to say because I'm not gonna believe Al. No. Hold on, your mama should have swallowed you. Said she subscribed to the page under a fake name just so that she could listen. She paid $5.99 to listen. Good morning. Wait, who paid $5.99 to listen? Go back to that. Your mama should have swallowed it. They subscribe to therapist off a fake page. She's not confrontational off the app because I remember quite frankly with somebody on this panel. I ain't gonna say no names. Trip. That she got confrontational with. Like she gets confrontational on the app all the time. So how is it that you're not confrontational when that person sees you in person? I was gonna question as well. How did you date Nature Boy? How was you involved with the other man and Polly? But you're non-confrontational. It's starting to give me maybe she really is non-confrontational and she just bucks up big on the app. After all, like $2 said, maybe at 26 you can be disrespected by somebody older and may not say nothing. But disrespecting you taking me somewhere I wasn't supposed to go got me asking. When y'all say she felt like she was being kidnapped, my thing is, how? Were they not supposed to be going to therapist's house? Did she have a hotel room? Because how was she being kidnapped if they were supposed to be together for 4 days? I'm confused. Where did she get kidnapped and taken? Because she said she got when she refused to take her back. Right. So when she refused to take her back, I can tell. Now you're holding me against my will. So they were driving to Florida apparently, and she take me back home. I want to get to my car, and the therapist basically was like, "No, I spent a lot of money on this trip," and she kept driving to the direction of Florida. You know where they were going. Where were they going?
All right, so pretty much, so that is just from a day ago. That was $2 live. Somebody in the comments asked if I have the clip from back in March. I know some of y'all been here, but there's a couple extra people that just got here. So I'm gonna replay that clip. I know Trippy thinking, man. I'm gonna replay the clip from March. Hold on 1 second. I spent a lot of money on you, Diamond. I'm sorry, I'm not. What you mean? Pretty much Florida is not the place for friendships. I'm dying. We asked what's the dog's. Oh, my dog's name is Kennedy. Kennedy, like JFK. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me. He's almost 11 years old, looking good. Nah, I mean, Trip be wrong sometimes. I'm not afraid to say. That's the thing. Y'all gotta understand. Throat Slayer is not about riding anybody. Because if you were to hear me talk, you would hear me say that Rose is very intelligent. I've been saying from time certain things about happening right now. I knew that eventually people were gonna start, coming for her. It is what it is. But people don't hear that part. They just hear, oh, we just riding some. Why? Because I like them. I could not like what you do and still like you other times. It's just people are weird. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. It's not just one favorite. I have, it's not just one side. All right, hold on. Let me see which clip this is. It's from 310. Shout out to 401 on TikTok. They be catching every goddamn day. Okay. I know this is 3. Where's the damn video? Oh no, it's from Proxy's page. It's Proxy. So this is shout out to Proxy. Hold on. And this is the clip back from March 10th. All right, hold on. So yeah, 401 is quick as fuck. Okay. All right, So let me get that video. Y'all got me nervous about this interview tomorrow. Like it's supposed to go all wrong. I'm thinking about it now. Like goddamn. All right, again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna be on Friends with Attitudes platform. I'm assuming she wants to discuss today with court. So I just want to throw that out there again real quick. All right, hold on.
Well, I'll definitely be there for you, honey. I don't normally frequent her
Please.
interviews real well, but I'll come over for you.
Yeah, why y'all don't care for friends like that? Is it because what?
I'm not gonna say I don't care about her for her. I don't care for her interviews. I just don't like the way she. But I'll give it a chance. I'll look. I'll watch. I'll watch. If it turned into anything crazy, I'm gonna leave now.
Well, I get that. I understand. What's up, Throat Slayer? What's
Hey,
good?
CP.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wasn't really talking about you. I've been following you since Blaze,
Okay.
so I know you very well. Um, I was talking about the raggedy hoes in these comments down here because I'm just really confused. Y'all meat ride trip. I said it. I don't like that heifer either, but I just find it strange. People can't agree to disagree that they were supposedly be friends and they just had a disagreement and now they're falling out. I think it's very weird.
Right. All right. It is. I mean,
You, Nicole? Who else, bitch? You. Who? Goddamn owl hoe.
oh, you coming for Shaban? Oh boy. Oh boy. Y'all, like, listen, we just want to do the recaps, and just see what's going on here. I don't want y'all to. All right, I'm gonna let. All right, I'll let you up. Let you up. I'm gonna. Damn. Damn. What's up, Truth? What's good?
Hey, Jason. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think that when they were asking if there was clips from March, what we're asking is what has therapist done or said on here that was anywhere near as nasty as the clip that you have in front of us. Like I get that they're saying they was beefing, they was beefing, they was beefing, but to my understanding, I never remember seeing therapists be nasty and coming at Rose in this way. I'm not saying that she didn't, but I'm just wondering if there are clips of that. Like that's what people are asking to see.
Me personally, just from what I've seen, I don't remember nothing like that. That's it from
Yeah, me
therapy.
neither. And I kept asking like for one single example, and AP said check the blogs, but I don't really have time for that, and you are a blogger, so I just figured I would come ask you.
Yeah, just because I kind of remember the whole thing from March with Rose and that whole panel with therapists, but I don't remember therapists ever saying anything bad about really anybody, honestly.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say I've never heard therapists drag anybody. So I mean, if it's out there, I sure would like to see it because I've never
Yeah,
heard her
me
drag
too.
anybody.
It's easy to say, but unfortunately, some people just don't have the credibility for us to just take their word for it. So I just think if we're gonna make the claim that basically the therapist deserved this, or that she was just as bad, or she said something just as nasty, then I would just like to see it. So that's all.
I haven't seen that shit at all. And
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that she came up here and she said like we not trying to understand her because that's far from the case.
I mean, we do understand her, just like we understand Sean Adams and Jim Jones. We understand. We just are not going to pretend that things are not what they are. Like it's unfortunate, and I just think it would be so much easier if she could just understand that she has hurt somebody else, that she has been dishonest, and just take accountability. Like it's really not that hard. And I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, well, y'all, people are bandwagoning. One minute y'all support Rose, the next minute da da da." Oh, we still are human beings with integrity and morals. You mean to tell me that if you've been going to the same church for 10 years and you find out that the pastor has been doing unspeakable things behind the scenes, that just because you've been going there, you just don't continue to support him so people won't say you a flip flopper? Like be so for real. You can think somebody is a good person or give people the benefit of the doubt and still think that they've done something horrendous that needs to be called out. Therapist did not deserve to be talked about the way she was talked about in that recording, and she didn't deserve to be spoken to the way that she was spoken to yesterday. And it's really that simple.
True. That I
Okay,
agree with.
thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
take care, True. I agree with that though. Ceasefire, thank you for not leaving me hanging. You see how everybody else just be like bye chasing? You see that? Just
Yeah,
you see that?
yeah.
God damn. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all tapping the screen. I'm gonna finish playing this clip again, but again, we don't have no proof that therapist said anything disparaging. I'm gonna say that I don't. We don't have no proof at all about that.
I resent that statement. I've been here.
I know you listen, but y'all, listen.
They just dropped on us.
I don't think it's that we love to hate Rose because Diamond, if you hear me over here, I will say all the time, Rose has talent. She's actually one of the creators. Like she actually has like some type of, you know what I'm saying, like some type of talent. She does well. She doesn't have to be in mess to be entertaining. She
Right.
doesn't. So
Well, I
I've
tried to
never.
clear that up. I said there are some lives that you can tell everybody hates Rose in the live, but I don't feel like anybody in this live is just hating her. They just asking for proof and receipts, and they want to get to the.
Right. Not everybody's gonna agree, especially when you put yourself out there and you are looking at other people and you point out other people's thing. People are gonna look at you too. Like that's all I've been saying. It's not that nobody doesn't like her over here, that we hate her. That's a strong word. Okay.
Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah, that's a strong word.
From time to time. They want that pickle. Don't start following me now. I see y'all following me. Don't follow me. Yeah, I already know what you about to say. These niggas actively following me. No, look, follow the no. Ding, 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 ding. So, respectfully, there's a whole. Okay, the cosmic situation.
Yeah,
is
but
a
we don't hate
perfect
her,
example
Diamond.
of how
That's a strong
motherfuckers
word.
be obsessed with me, right? In real time. For those of y'all who don't know, I ain't even go into that. Those
And I
women
feel like
around
hold
y'all been
on.
around.
And I feel like that's part of the immaturity. Because if we over here we trying to tell you just a critique, right? And nobody's dragging, nobody's being disrespectful over here, none of that. I feel like to say that we just love to hate her, especially on this platform, on this page, that's very strong to say that.
Yeah. And Chase, and let me say this: I feel
Mhm.
like these times really, they really reveal who supports you and who follows you.
Right.
Because Rose can be wrong, and guess what? I'm still going to be, in Rose's lives because I like her content. Okay, that
Right.
doesn't mean she's right about everything. I'm a supporter of hers. You know what I'm saying? So I can say, "Hey, Rose, that was a little off," da da da. But I can still support her. If you're just following somebody, you're looking for them to do something that you don't like just so you can talk shit about them. I'm not that person. I'm just not like that. I either support you or I follow you. And it's very few people on here that I just follow. If I support you, I like your content, you can still be wrong to me at times. That don't mean I'm going to bash you, but I
Right.
will say, hey, I didn't like the way that looked, or, and I don't have to be right all the time.
Right. Right. That's it. It's just just trying to give advice, but why? It's unsolicited advice.
So a lot of women, like I be clocking that they be like attracted to me, not just trying to be my friend, right? They want more than just a friendship. And some women, they don't know how to respond to the fact that they're attracted to me. However, that therapist is supposedly a lesbian. She ain't never been with men, whatever, whatever, whatever. So when she came across me, she liked me. Cool, all right. You can sit around, you know what I'm saying? You support the broadcast, that's cool. Me and you ain't never had no personal conversations on the back end. Shorty claimed that she wanted to take me on a date or some shit like that. And then she hit the cash app. I was like, yeah. So, oh my goodness. So when she hit the CA, I was like, oh, you trying to apply pressure. And she cammed up one day and I was like, oh. So, after that. Oh, after that. So after that, right? Now we know why she used the money. So after that, it was given very much. She was just supporting the broadcast, and she was dropping heavy on the CA, which I was grateful for. So because of her dedication to the CA, I gave her my privileges, right? You know, that's just how I move. Like, I'm like, damn, you dropping crazy in here. You might as well get a little mighty mod privilege, you know what I'm saying? In a comment or two, you know what I'm saying? Go crazy, go crazy. So, yo. Rose, comment too. Rose said, go ahead and get your mute on, baby. Get your mute on, baby. Yo. Oh, I'm like, she said, go ahead and block the counter too. So, blocking the counter too, baby. So I'm like, okay, cool. So after that, right? Like she would be trying to hop down, like inactive in the comments, right? So I play too much, right? I do be flirting. I flirt with everybody, especially if you cute. But you know, also if you send me money, I'm gonna flirt with you because I mean, why not? So I felt like, you know, I even flirt with straight women because bitch, you send me a coin, thank you, babe. That's how I be feeling. So I feel like we in this together when you sending me money. So she would like send money and shit like that, and she would be like gifting or whatever the case may be. So you know, I would like innocently flirt because you know I said when she cammed up how I felt, right? So you know, wait, I would don't skip past that shit. I don't know nothing about that. So she cammed up and what? She cammed up and I said, oh, and then that was that. So. Such a wild ass fuck. Hey, you know when niggas be like, the worst you could say is no. Said, oh. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, right? You cool people though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Good conversation for the most part. I don't really be having too much, you know, political conversation. So I wouldn't really know where your mindset at when it comes to certain shit, right? So my space, I cultivated it so it can be a safe space where people who never felt comfortable coming up on panels and shit, they come up, right? So we be popping cherries in my live. A whole lot of people who ain't never ever decided to come up on panels, they come up and they be talking their shit, they get back down, whatever. So fast forward. Mind y'all, there are no back end conversations. The only conversation that was ever had was in the beginning. If you came in my room, was like, I'm trying to fly you out. I'm trying to take you outside. And it cashed at me. Was like, yeah, I could take you shopping. Bitch, excuse me? You want to take me shopping? So, bitch, of course I was going to respond to a motherfucking I think anybody will respond to a DM if you fucking and say you want to take me on a shopping spree and you don't even got to be there, bitch. Who? This is pipe and tea, though. So I'm like, damn, you finna take me on a shopping spree via FaceTime? That's crazy. Like, what's that? All this so she could possibly eat it from the bag.
Fucking sound.
A bisexual woman, right? And so when people come into my room, they hear how I be talking sometimes because we get a little spicy from time to time. They want that pickle. Don't start following me now. I see y'all following me. Don't follow me. Yeah, I already know what she about to say. These niggas actively following me. No, look, follow me. No. Ding, 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 ding. So, like, you know, like, respectfully, there's a whole, okay. The cosmic situation is a perfect example of how motherfuckers be obsessed with me, right? In real time. For those of y'all who don't know, I ain't even going to that. Those who've been around, y'all been around. So a lot of women, like I be clocking that they be like attracted to me, not just trying to be my friend, right? They want more than just a friendship. And some women, they don't know how to respond to the fact that they're attracted to me. However, that therapist is supposedly a lesbian. She ain't never been with men,
Isn't
whatever.
this playing over again?
That's playing over again. My bad. So yeah, that's that open discussion. Please feel free to join if y'all want to join and talk, but y'all go ahead.
What more
Yeah, and
can you be
again,
said?
I can't be mad at Rose for that. I'm sorry, I cannot be mad at Rose for that part. That's it. I'm standing on it.
Shorty leveled her money. She wanted to trick on Rose, which got her the attention, which I'm pretty sure she knew what she was doing when she was, sending the money and the gifts and whatnot. And now she acting like, oh, I didn't hear this and that. But didn't Rose have that reaction on live with her there when she said, oh? So she knew how she felt about her. Is there more to discuss beyond that? That's it. That's all.
I agree with you, Mira. She can't act. Like she didn't see it.
And now today she's acting like such a victim. I think it's just like it's real convenient. It's real convenient. But I'll leave it there.
It's that and the third, because the whole thing about, oh, you want to take me on a shopping spree and I ain't even got to be there, that sound like we know the game. We don't, I don't know if y'all done had, but I done had a couple of niggas before. Like, damn, I don't like him, but shit, he's spending money, so I'm going to just let him spend money, and that's that. That's what it sound like. It don't sound like I'm mad at my friend. Mad at my friend is just like, hey, we met this way. You know, she kind of pissed me off, so I'm not feeling her right now, and that would have been that. But bragging about somebody, bragging about using someone, bragging about, oh, you know, when they turned on their camera, I was like, oh, you know, that shit, that's not the same thing. That's not, oh, she pissed me off and I'm mad at her, so I'm venting about it right now. That's not the same. I didn't get that from that video at all. So to hear that they was beefing around that time,
Yeah, it's live right now. This is Tabriel.
So if it ain't on the blogs and with timestamps, then I probably won't even be paying attention. But just from listening to that, it's not giving beefing. Right. And then we was beefing, y'all. We fell out 2 days before that on the back end. Yeah, but that so even though it doesn't sound like it. That sound like you.
Yo, therapist is on. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, as much as I feel bad, she's on a vacation. Like, why are you even going on? I don't know.
Because I didn't like how she approached me on the $2
That's that obsessive part. You feel me?
Yeah.
Instead of enjoying the vacation that she paid for, she'd rather be online talking about Rose.
Word, that does give.
She's still seeking validation. That's what she's been doing from day one. She wants to be validated. That's why she was so she had all this anxiety about what Rose was gonna say about her doggy towel. You know, like, okay, I gave you the wrong towel, you know, but she just had to be validated. That's why she went live to talk about it before even, you know, her and Rose were able to talk it out. You know, she just has to be validated. And that's dangerous to me.
She's too grown for that, man.
She don't spend all of the money, spend their time on TikTok. Nobody does that.
Right.
I'll never have to worry about me talking to you again.
Who's streaming my live?
Be sitting in the car with you on the side of you going on any type of trip if I had all of that to say. I wouldn't be doing that. So it's not making any sense. All the stories, it's just a bunch of fucking ring around the rosy type of bullshit. It's a bunch of different stories, and yeah. If somebody made a point in the comments, on the tape, it didn't sound like she knew you, and that's a good point too. She was talking like that's when they just met, right? And that was in March. Huh? Now we being streamed.
Hey y'all, what's good, y'all?
Chasing, why you over there? I told you that I don't want to hear my voice on your live. Take it down, shut it down. Hey, Jason.
Dom, shut up, man. Shut up.
What up, though?
Why I got all quiet? What happened?
They listening to us, listening to them, and then Kato's also streaming the live too. So we just
Don't let me get in everybody else's business. That's
what's that Netflix thing? Black Box? This what it feel like, Black Box, you know what I'm saying? Is
Black
that it, or
Mirror.
the Bird Box?
Black Mirror.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about. We trying to get the tea because therapist in the box. It's not about you, Dime.
I think she dropped. I don't see her up there no more.
First of all, Dom, you a whole bug out, because how you pay to drop Edwin the other day and then you cancel the payment You whole fucking weirdo. Why would you pay to drop him? You should have just kept your money. Since you listening, fucking weirdo. I don't care if you want your voice screen. Your voice is on the fucking screen recorders. What do you want? Like, what do you expect's gonna happen? Ain't nobody playing it for you. We playing it for the therapist and shit. We not playing it to listen to you talk. The fuck? Fucking weird fucking
I hate hearing my voice too on streaming, but hey, I can't control it. If somebody's screen recording, they gonna hear me.
Chasing, are you still over there?
I don't know, Dom. You not gonna come up over here until you make shit right. And since you probably don't want to make shit right, you don't need to be up on my panel. I don't care. You're not coming up here. You weird. That's weird behavior. You hate Edwin so much that you try to finesse me out of the drop feed. Nah, fuck that. Go back over there. Go back over there. Bye. Go back over there. Mm. Go. Listen. I don't have no problem with Dom, Boney. That's the crazy part. Dom know I ain't got a problem with her. But how you gonna come over here? You pay a drop fee and then you cancel the drop fee, and then now it's Chase said, "Why you paying my voice?" I told Chase that I don't want my voice playing on there. You didn't tell me shit. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying? You're not coming up and you lost that privilege. I'm sorry. You lost that privilege. For real. She not coming up here. Nah, she not coming up here. You lost that. You lost me. Pay the 48 US. Pay the $48. Even the person that sent the $2 didn't want their $2 back. Pay the $48, you'll be up here. But other than that, nah, you try to finesse me like this shit is a game. Nah. You ain't want Edwin in the box. You can't stand Edwin so much. Edwin put a price on it, you paid it, and then you canceled it. Weird. Weird. And I'll show the screenshot. Y'all want me to show the screenshots? Yep. Right. So let's go show the screenshots real quick.
Yeah, let's see the screenshot. I don't even know what I'm watching, but I want to see it.
Can we just de-escalate the situation, maybe?